good. Welcome on in, Nature Guy. I'm doing pretty good today. I had my driving lesson this morning, and we started to learn how to parallel park. It went decently well. Like, it went okay. It went okay. It's like parallel parking is like, oh, I still need to kind of practice it, but you know what? I did it pretty well the first time I did it. So I'm still stuck on case 4, the first testimony. Oh no. I'm gonna be so real. I do not remember the testimonies from case 4. I'm gonna be so real. It's been so long since I want to pick that up and I just knocked over. It's been so long. It's been like a year. I might be able to help you. Depends what part you're on, honestly. But yeah, so today we're going to be continuing Turnabout Revolution. The Turnabout Revolution. We have an investigation to do, which I'll probably try and do the second investigation today. I've got all evidence from Pressing Gumshoe though. You might need to present some evidence at some point. I have a feeling. And secret statement 2. I have a feeling you'll have to present some evidence on the secret statement. I need to clean my bloody glasses. But yeah, I have a feeling you need to present some evidence somewhere, possibly. I don't know why. I don't know how I went so long without needing glasses. Cause at this moment, I can barely read Twitch chat. I can't even read Twitch chat. It's so blurry. And the only reason I'm able to, literally last night, the only reason I was able to read the Psssttt text was because it's an extremely large text. So yeah, it's right in front of me. I didn't do it. I didn't do nothing. So you get there in the end then. Okay, let's get into Turnabout Revolution. The second investigation will probably take up the entirety of the stream, and then we can probably do the second trial on Wednesday. I'm sorry, I told it a little light. Oh god. What do you mean Miss Faye is still being held hostage? And who's this mastermind? Paul Attishin, one person, was nothing more than a puppet. His benefactor was the one pulling the strings. But I have no idea who they are. So all we know is it's the person he was trying to give the orb to. Right, he was just following orders. I need to sneeze. Whoever it is, it seems they really want to get their hands on the orb. So then, Miss Faye's abduction is the work of this so-called benefactor too. I swear if it's Shelley the Killer again. Rasputin. Right again. Whoever they are, they're in Quran. It's the work of Rasputin. It's the work of Rasputin. Maybe. Along with Maya. I wonder who they could be. Again. I will not be shocked if it's Shelley the Killer again. Right, that's Maya, the spirit medium you've been talking about. She wouldn't happen to be that bun-haired young lady you defended back in Quran. That's her. Why do you ask? I see. I think I know what's going on here. I've got good news for you, right? Maya is somewhere safe. That much I'm sure of. I'm afraid you've lost me. What does Dirk know? So that's who the little snot's patron is. It's all starting to make sense. Tell us, Dirk. That fool has no idea I'm here in the States with you all. Dirk, you mind filling us in? No caller ID. I wonder who's calling. Hello? Mr. Phoenix, right? Yes? Let me start by thanking you for taking such good care of my subordinate. Who is this? I believe you know me as Mr. Attison's benefactor. Oh, sounds like they're using a voice changer or something to disguise themselves. Where's Maya? Is she safe? I had my ears on today's proceedings. What a shock it was to hear that the key to solving the orb's riddle is a spirit medium. I admit, I did not see that coming. Wait, did they plant a listening device in here somehow? Nevertheless, don't think for a minute that it will guarantee my fate's safety. They probably planted a listening device on Paul somewhere. She is not the only medium within my reach, you see. You harm a hair on Maya's head, and you'll have to answer to me. Wait, is he gonna try to harm Pearl or Goran as well? Because those are the only two spirit mediums that we know of at the moment. Right, give it here a sec. Wait. Hey there, how's it going, stranger? Who is this? Why, it's your friendly neighborhood dragon. I just happened to be in the US on a little trip. Minister of Justice, Inga Kakul Karai. I knew it was Inga. I knew Inga was somehow involved with this. Inga? What? And you'll have to answer to me. Loud roar that suspiciously sounds like Furio Tigre. I swear, sometimes I think half of the Ace Attorney characters are secretly furries. Maya's kidnapper is Karine's Minister of Justice. Yeah, that's what. Dirk? Is that you dirty turncoat? How now? What blazes is going on here? Oh, you know, just popped over to the States for a little R&R. But enough about me, Inga. That was a poor excuse for a bluff you pulled just now. We both know your threats are as empty as your head. You can't lay a hand on my affair, and I do mean that literally. What is he talking about? You could kiss your chances of getting the orb goodbye. My affair ain't my only, how shall I say, insurance, you know, Dirk. He's gonna harm his wife, innit? What? I've got someone dear to you right in the palm of my hand, see? Now that one, well, you can imagine what kind of things I could do, right? Wait. Is he gonna harm Nayuta? Because Nayuta is Dirk's son. Glad you're seeing things my way. Meet me at Amara's tomb tomorrow, 3 p.m. sharp. And you better come alone, got it? If all goes well, the orb is all you'll need to get my affair back. Dirk, what's going on? You heard him. I have to get back to Korine at once. What? Why? No time to explain. But are you gonna make it? What if there are no seats left on the next flight? Plus, you're a wanted man. They're not going to let you get on a plane. Let me worry about that, Mr. Justice. Edgeworth? Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth. What are you doing here? Taking care of the hostage situation. Oh, now that you mention it, Pearl did say that she saw you around in Korine Village. I had to look into a few things while I was on my way back from Korine, including my situation, of course. I was astonished to hear that she was still in Korine earlier, but explained why I found no connection between her and Mr. Attison. Sorry to interrupt, but going back to the plane situation, I've taken the liberty of charting one for us. It's ready to take off at any time, and I will do what's necessary to hide the fact that Dirk said Marty is on board. Wow, must be nice to be Chief Prosecutor. Right, we have no time to lose. We must head for Korine at once. Right, I'm going too. After all, you're bound to need my help. No fair, I'm gonna go too. This isn't a vacation, Trucy. Besides, I'll need you to help hold down the fort. But Daddy, I guess I should also only bring what's necessary. Sorry, Trucy, but would you mind holding on to this stuff for me? Unnecessary evidence foisted it onto Trucy. Fine, but better bring me back something besides just more evidence. And all we have now is the founders of here and the photo of Job. Excellent. Now, let us make haste to Korine. Let's go. And that's how our sudden trip to the kingdom of Khura'in began. I never imagined I'd return to the country of my youth under such circumstances, though. Now that I think about it, it's only really been Phoenix, I think, that's been to Khura'in. I don't remember Athena going to Khura'in either. Okay, we're outside Temple. That was a long flight. It's only 2:30 in the afternoon. Talk about cutting it close. The kingdom of Khura'in. This is no time to reminisce, but I gotta say this place sure brings back memories. Apollo was born in Khura'in? I don't think so. He was raised in Khura'in though by Dirk. Hurry up, Apollo. Right behind you. Amara's tomb was located in the courtyard of Grand Palace. We should have just enough time to get there. Then let's sprint there. Think you can keep up, Apollo? Sure, no sweat. I'll contact the royal family and the local police and inform them of our arrival. Thanks, Edgeworth. Okay, I bet let's just go then. Let's just go to the royal residence. Okay, let's go. Grand Palace Royal Residence. I wasn't made for all the running and climbing and near drowning I've done this week. It's 2:45, only 15 minutes left. See that cylindrical building rising in the distance? That's Amara's tomb. Amara? Wasn't that the previous queen? The one who was assassinated? Yeah, and I'm the one they pinned it on. It'll take a few minutes to get to the tomb from here. So, you have returned, bobbed head. Ah. Rafa. I've seen her before on the news. If I remember correctly, this is the Crown Princess Rafa Padma Khura'in. What are you people doing here? This is the royal residence. Commoners are not allowed entry without permission. Our prosecutor from the States should have already called and requested permission for us to enter. As to why we're here, your benevolence, have you seen Minister Inga? If you seek my father, I just saw him heading toward Amara's tomb. Was he with anyone? You know, like some shady looking underlings or something? No, he was alone. Why do you ask? Looks like she has no idea about Miss Faye's abduction. You hear that? I think we have company. Royal guards. Bow down before her glory. Her Eminence Queen Garan, Grand Priestess of Khura'in, approaches. Huh? Garan? Wait, what? Why is Garan here? We were supposed to meet with Inga. Queen Garan. Guards. Surround Amara's tomb at once. Yes, your Eminence. This is a trap. This is a trap. This is a trap. What's she doing? Is she going to help us? Excuse me, your Eminence. So, our bobbed-head lawyer returns. May we presume you are here for Maya Faye, the spirit medium who has been abducted? Yeah. Yes, you may. Allow us to apologize for the criminal actions of our husband. Oh, no need to apologize for him. Honestly, Inga, abducting a guest in our country? How could you? Father, abducted someone? Your Eminence, what about those soldiers over there? They are the Grand Royal Guard, soldiers who serve the crown and no other. Royal Guard? They are an elite force selected from only the most loyal and outstanding of our subjects. And why have you ordered them to surround the tomb? The police will not come if it is my husband who is committing the crime. We shall have to storm the tomb and take Minister Inga into custody ourselves. What do you mean? Grand, no, his hostage is in there. Dirk, how dare you set foot in the palace? Have you come to turn yourself in? Listen, we need to call a truce for now. Grand Royal Guard, seize the traitor of the crown. But he didn't kill Mara. That's what he says. He didn't kill Mara. As you wish, Your Eminence. Resist and you die. Wait a second. Slow down, Nagaran. I'm here to conduct a hostage exchange. But if you take me in now, my affair is as good as dead. A hostage exchange? And why would he choose to do such a thing with you? We can talk about that later. Right now, I need to get in there before it's too late. If I can't resolve this in 20 minutes, you can storm the place. Now then, if you'll excuse me. Dirk, wait. Guards, allow the insurgent Dirk Sanmadi to pass. Barthead, you have some explaining to do. Right, well, while we're waiting here, Apollo, why don't you explain the situation? What? Me? Leave nothing out, Hornhead, or I'll dehorn you where you stand. Hornhead? She doesn't waste any time coming with nicknames. And what's with that attitude? Her father's the one who abducted Miss Faye. Okay, we can talk to her. Do my ears deceive me, or did I hear talk of my father abducting someone? Oh, you heard right. He abducted Maya Faye and... Insolent fool! Pardon my rudeness. A gentle soul such as my father could not possibly have committed such a crime. Gentle? You think he's gentle? I'm afraid it's true, Your Benevolence. He's holed up in that tomb as we speak. Really? I find this difficult to believe. Why would he do such a thing? Your Benevolence? You saw your father heading toward the tomb? I did. I was over on that veranda deep in thought. When I saw him hurrying toward the tomb, I'd say it was about 10 minutes ago. Why was he rushing? Maybe he was worried he'd be late? Did you see anyone else heading for the tomb? I saw no one else after he entered. So Minister Inga and Miss Faye are the only ones in there beside Dirk? Who knows, but I wouldn't be surprised if he had a minion or two with him. Dirk, I sure hope he's alright. It's only been 5 minutes? Ugh, it feels like it's been an eternity. Patience, Apollo, patience. What is it, Garan? What? What's gonna happen? What's going on? Okay, it's 3:20 PM, so 20 minutes later. It's been almost 20 minutes. What's taking Dirk so long? The appointed time has come. Our royal guard shall now storm in. Can you wait just a little longer? No, we cannot. Every second we wait puts the hostage's life in even more danger. Therefore, we see no alternative but to order our guards to storm in. But that'll put Miss Faye's life in danger too. Guards, storm the tomb and seize Minister Inga, along with the insurgent Dirk Sanmadi. Yes, Your Eminence. What, Dirk's under arrest too? Naturally, that treacherous snake assassinated my predecessor, Queen Amara. Now go, seize them both. We're going in. Follow me, men. For Her Eminence, Dehara Garan. I hope no one gets hurt. What? Your Eminence? What? Why are they running back out? What's the meaning of this? Something terrible has happened. Dirk, the minister, he's dead. What's this? What? Apollo, quick! I'm right behind you. No one enters without our... Come on, come, let us see what has transpired. Yes, Your Eminence. Has Dirk killed Inga? Where's Dirk? Apollo over there. Dirk? Dirk? What have you done? Apollo? Look. So it is Minister Inga who has fallen? Guards, seize this murderous man at once. Yes, Your Eminence. Surrender now or perish, rebel scum. No way. Oh my god. Look, they're taking him away. Dirk just threw something at me. Wait, this is the... Is he telling me to keep it safe? The orb? Nick? Is that you? Maya? Are you alright? Dirk, he saved me. I feel exhausted. I can't keep my eyes open. Maya! So bad for her. Mr. Inga, the man behind Miss Faye's abduction, had been killed, and Dirk was arrested for his murder. So it was that the abduction of Maya Faye came to a sudden and unexpected resolution. With this, the curtain fell on the minister, but things were far from over. Okay, we're back in the royal residence. Apollo, what happened? Can't say for sure. That escalated quickly. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what I expected from Dirk, but it definitely wasn't murder. Oh my god. But from what I can tell, it seems Dirk has killed Minister Inga. What? You think he did it to save Miss Faye? Most likely, but who knows? I'm really confused right now. My father, this cannot be. I must see for myself. Your benevolence. We cannot allow you to pass. Fools, stand aside. Forgive us, but we have direct orders from Her Eminence Queen Garan. Father, oh father. Dirk, you will pay for this. Apollo, let's go regroup somewhere. Yeah. Dirk, it wasn't really you that did it, right? Okay, we're back at Temple. Are you okay, Apollo? Yeah. I just speaking with the local police. So let's sit tight until he returns. Okay. I know you must be in a state of shock right now, but I need you to stay with us, Apollo. He's right. I can't go to pieces now. Thanks, Mr. Wright. I'll be fine. Okay. Okay, Edrith's talking to us. Right, Mr. Justice. Oh shit. Okay, why? Chrome just died for a second, and my webcam just died. I don't know what's going on. Right, Mr. Justice, I'm afraid I have some bad news. It looks like things will only get more complicated from here. Prosecutor Edgeworth, what's happening with Dirk? As I understand it, he has been officially charged with the murder of Minister Inga. He has? However, I did manage to get his permission to investigate the crime scene, and I expect we'll be allowed to visit Mr. Sadmardi shortly. Fuck's sake. Thank you. I'm sure glad Prosecutor Edgeworth is here with us. Although it just so happens that Detective Sky is here in Orion. So I've asked her to assist with our investigation. What? What's she doing here? It seems Prosecutor Sadmardi has grown quite fond of her. He's been ferrying her around all over the place, a few days here, a few days there. They've almost become a team of sorts, so just like Edgeworth and Gumshoe back in the original trilogy. Despite what Nayuta says, it seems he thinks highly of Emma's skills. So what now, Apollo? I think I'll go pay Dirk a visit at the detention center. I want to go check in on Maya at the hospital. What about you, Athena? Well, if there's footwork to be done, I better stick with Apollo and give him a hand. Very well, then I will accompany you right. Okay, we'll go our separate ways for now. Alright, if anything comes up, you have my cell number. Do you know your way around it here, Apollo? It's been over 10 years since I left, but I'll try not to get us hopelessly lost. Okay, let's go to the detention center then and see Dirk. Why is my webcam was fine last night. Maybe it's just overworked, so I was streaming for 5.5 hours last night. Apollo, here to see your old man, are you? Dirk, are they done interrogating you? Nope, the fun hasn't even started. I imagine they'll really rig me over the coals though. I don't even want to think about how harsh their interrogation method will be. Yeah, but that's nothing compared to what they'll do if they find him guilty. They branded me a terrorist who killed the previous queen and now the justice minister. If found guilty of these crimes, I'll be facing a very public execution. A public execution? This is worse than I thought. Come on, son. Turn that frown upside down. You'll jinx us. As soon as I get out of here, I'll take you to this tasty hash house I know. I'd like that. I really need to focus on what happened. Time to switch to work mode. Dirk, can you tell me what happened? Oh, and there's also something I want you to take a look at. Okay, I'm gonna show him this first, which is the Founder's Orb. And why is my webcam being silly? I'll unplug it and replug it in because it was being fine. It was fine yesterday. I see you got it safely out of the team. Why did you throw it at me like that? I want you to listen carefully, son. The orb must not fall into Goran's hands. Not ever. Okay. I thought Minister Inga was the one who was after it. He was the one who lent it to Professor Buff to study after all. So haven't you exposed his crime now? I have, but there's more connected to this relic than meets the eye. Much more. So realistically, we would want Maya to channel the Holy Mother, whose, face is in the orb, rather than Goran. I mean, that was the original plan anyways, cause Pearl probably too weak to channel the Holy Mother, even though she has done spirit channeling before. She's channeled Mia before. She hasn't, as far as we know, she hasn't channeled anyone else, especially not with, I assume, with such high spiritual power as the Holy Mother. And we don't want it falling into Goran's hands for whatever reason. So yeah, Maya is the best spirit medium we know that could do this. Why is my webcam being so silly? And I just literally re-plugged it back in. To be fair, I did use it a lot. I was streaming 5.5 hours last night. There's more connected with it to this relic than meets the eye. Much more. And whatever it is, I can't help feeling that it could turn this entire kingdom upside down. He said something like that before. Looks like Dirk's intuition is at it again. I'm gonna check this Discord ping really quickly. There we go. Goran will do anything to retrieve this. So guard it well, son. At least until tomorrow's trial. Okay. So we need to guard that from Goran and any of her guards. Hello, Blood for Fud. Hello, Blood. Thank you for the lurk. Thank you for lurking. Hello, Sage. Hello. Oh god, that is loud. That is very loud. That is very loud. And thanks for the bits. Thank you for the bits. Dirk, what happened in there? You really didn't kill Minister Inga, did you? Ow, that I actually turned my sound alert source down. I don't get to be here often. That's a lot louder than I thought. Yeah, I actually turned my sound alert audio source a bit down. I literally just added that like the other day, so I didn't realize how loud it was. I should have tested it, honestly. Okay. Okay, yes. Okay, I will add that as a poll. I will add that as a poll. There we go. New poll. Okay. I'll put it on the max. I'll put it on for 10 minutes. There we go. We've added a poll. We've added a poll for you, for your nature guy. No problem. No problem. Well, the thing is, I really don't know. Huh? What? We don't know what. I remember seeing the mural of the founder right as I entered the tomb. But I got all dizzy immediately after that. The next thing I knew, I was standing there with a bloody knife in my hand. I'm covered in Inga's blood. Oh. Okay. So you don't remember meeting with him? No, the last thing I remember after entering the tomb is feeling dizzy. Does Dirk know how to spirit channel as well and just spirit channel someone? Because spirit mediums tend to lose their memory when they spirit channel someone. And this webcam. Just please, just work for another 2 or more hours hour or two while I finish this investigation. Oh my god. There's no way he can explain what happened if he can't remember anything. Yeah. I suppose there's no getting out of this one. We can't give up yet. I was just messing with you, son. Oh, stop. It's not funny. Sorry. Sheesh. Nothing seems to face him, not even being arrested for murder. This is going to be one tough case, Apollo. Not only have I been charged with Inga's murder, but I've also been charged with Mara's assassination from 23 years ago. You're on trial for 2 charges. Goran is practically licking her chops just thinking about my public execution. Guess it means we can't afford to lose our heads to her. So, we'll probably need to use Maya law later on in the trial for, channeling dead people, I don't know how you can laugh at a time like this. So, son, I take it you'll be defending me at my trial? Of course. You can count on me. That's my boy. Looks like your nerves are as steely as those vocal cords of yours. After all, you've got the Defense Culpability Act to contend with. I forgot about that. I forgot about that fucking Defense Culpability Act, the DCA or whatever, the DC Act, yeah. Alright, so if you're found guilty, then I'll be charged with the same double homicide, huh? Don't tell me but you forgot about that. Yeah. I'll be fine. I just have to make sure we win this one. You sure? Because you don't sound very fine. Apollo? What was that about an assassination 23 years ago? About that incident 23 years ago. That was when the previous queen, Amara, was assassinated, wasn't it? Yeah, someone set her private residence on fire. She lost her life in the ensuing blaze, and you were arrested for the crime? Why would they arrest you, Mr. Sagmati? Weren't you just a lawyer back then? What relation could you have with the queen? About that, Amara was, well, she was my wife. So, I may not look the part, but I was once husband to a queen. In short, I was royalty. What? No way. Are you saying you won the heart of the reigning queen? Come on, you're talking to a guy who honed his prowess against witnesses on the stand. Even a queen is no match for this dragon's glare. Well, you're really something else. So was a verdict ever reached, Dirk? I acted as my own attorney and won. Until I was accused of fabricating evidence, that is. Then it all went south. Now have I heard a story like that before? Phoenix. What happened after that? I made a run for it. You ran, but why? I didn't kill Amara, and I didn't fabricate any evidence. But if I had stuck her around for a retrial, I'd have been found guilty for sure. I couldn't allow that to happen. Amara's true killer would never face justice if I did. So I left my law practice behind and went underground. But that was 23 years ago. Hey, tell me that after all these years, you still haven't discovered the truth? Yeah, the fact that it was an arson means that the crime scene was reduced to ashes. There is little in the way of evidence left. It's just been brick wall after brick wall. I guess that means it's all up to me to figure it out, huh? Along with Minister Inger's murder, of course. I think I'm going to be sick. Come on, son, don't look so down. With you in the case, it'll work out somehow. I hope he's right. Say, son, do you remember my office? Sure, I remember that messy, dimly lit room. The file I've amassed on Amara's assassination is kept there. I think it might help you on this case. Do you remember how to get that? Let me think. I recall going in through a manhole. How could I not, Dirk? I hate how I always got so dirty getting there. And that stench. Oh, so that's where we went the other day, in the other case, with Phoenix. Which one was it? It wasn't in Foreign Turnabout. It was in case 3? Spare Justice. Can't remember what that case was called though. Was it? It wasn't Right Turnabout. We just did Right Turnabout. Which one was it? It was. No, it was Right Turnabout. No, we just did. I keep forgetting about Turnabout Storyteller. That's what I keep forgetting about. That old case is important too, but I should probably focus on the minister's murders first. I'm afraid your time is up. Later. It's time for the prisoner's interrogation. So be gone, you putrid-headed criminal abetting lawyer. Wait, don't tell me. You're the prosecuting attorney? What? But that would mean... Is there a problem here? You bet there is. He's your father. And your point is, my relation to the accused is irrelevant. The fact remains, I am a prosecutor. No, that's not what I don't think I'm getting through to him. Nayuta, long time no see, son. How you been? Look, I hear you've been serving Garan, rather faithfully in fact. Whatever happened to our dream of taking her down and changing this country, son? The past is the past. What do you mean? Why are you doing this? It's simple. People change. The Nayuta you knew exists no more. Listen, son, I don't know what made you change like this, but you're still my boy, even if you prosecute my case. The rest of the Defiant Dragons and I eagerly await your return. Whenever you're ready, we'll welcome you back with open arms. I need to sneeze. You know when you're about to sneeze, but you don't sneeze, and it is so annoying. It is so bloody annoying. As I said, I've moved on. Now, let us waste no more time for flowers. For flowers do not blossom simply from talk of the past. Nayuta, why do I get the feeling there's something he wants to say, but can't? God, move the accused to the interrogation room. Yes, sir. This way, you rebel scum. I'll watch it. Not so rough, will ya? Nayuta, is he seriously going to prosecute his own father? I guess we go. And I'm gonna go to Amara's tomb to go investigate it. What have we got in our... I'm gonna look in the notebook actually. Get the file on Amara's assassination in Dirk's safe house. Investigate the crime scene. Okay, wait. Will we... In a minute. Can we go check if we can go to where Dirk's office is? So this is the tomb of Amara, the previous queen of Khura'in. It's really lavish. Lavish? It's lavish. Words. I guess you could say it fits for a queen. Is the faceless woman in the mural over there Amara? No, that's the Holy Mother. She's the one who brought spirit channeling to Korine. Oh right, the woman in the orb. Oh, it's you two. Getting right down to business, I see. Oh, it's Emma. Hi, Emma. We heard you'd give us a hand if we needed it. Yep, Mr. Edgeworth asked me to help where I could. So it's been quite a while since you've been back in Korine here. Yeah, more than 10 years in fact. And the poll has ended and it's a solid 50-50. Well, you sure didn't waste any time. I mean, you're already mixed up in a murder. You're as big a trouble magnet as Mr. Riot. Please don't say that. My luck's already bad enough as it is. Emma, head prosecutor said Martin has requested your services again. He seems to have really taken a liking to you. You mean His Imperial Holiness? I don't mind that he approves of me and my abilities. It's just his people skills need some serious work. But when he manages to smile and compliments my work, it's hard to say no. Plus, working on investigations of his... Yeah. Too bad for Emma now. Back with the snackies, eh? Sounds like they've got one complicated prosecutor-detective relationship going on. Yeah. Okay, let's just talk to her. Anna, have you determined the cause of death? Blood loss from a stab wound. That's easy. A single stab wound in the back was enough to cause the victim to bleed to death. The estimated time of death is 3 p.m., which is when Dirk came onto the scene. So just immediate death then. Dirk came onto this. What's more like that? Dirk went in at 3, and he said he didn't remember anything. I think that Dirk got knocked out, got hit over the head with something, and then woke up 20 minutes later, and suddenly he saw that Inga was dead. So, yeah. Okay, that Inga's autopsy report has been added to our court record. Any suspects besides Dirk? No, he, Maya, and the minister were the only ones here. And Maya had been tied up until she was freed by the Queen's Royal Guard. Could someone have been hiding somewhere in there? Not likely. I was told this tomb was searched from top to bottom right after the murder. And during that time, the Royal Guard set up a perimeter to prevent anyone from escaping. In other words, the crime scene was completely sealed off. It would appear so. No way for a third party to escape without being spotted, so... What did Maya witness? What did Maya witness? I want to ask her about that. Great, it's another one of those convoluted lots of room mysteries. Great. Just like in Reunion it's heard about the victim minister Inga. He was the kingdom's minister of justice, correct? Yeah, Inga Korine was the second most powerful figure in Korine after Grant. Plus, he was married to the queen. It seems strange that someone of his status would abduct someone. Apparently, he only told a few of his most loyal subordinates about his plan. That way, there was little chance of the police or even the queen finding out. What was Inga hoping to gain by getting his hands on the orb? That I don't know, but I'm working on it. I wonder if it really was for what Paul Atterson Wimperson said. I must deliver it to my benefactor at all costs. What do they want that relic for anyway? It's something to do with an old legend. My patron seeks the great power said to be granted to whoever solves its secret. A great power that is said to be bestowed on whoever solves the orb's secret. In Korine, only those who can channel spirits are said to be fit to rule. Was that why Inga wanted such power? Did he want to be king? He wanted to be able to, do the spirit channel and stuff. But when Apollo did it, when Apollo, set fire to the orb and kind of completed the thing, he he didn't gain any spiritual powers. So I assume the same would go for Inga. He wouldn't get any spiritual powers. I assume that the way... We don't have the research notes here, so I can't read out the poem. But it's basically set fire to the orb, reveal the mother, get spiritual power. I assume that rather than just granting someone with spiritual power who previously didn't have any, I would think that it would give someone who already has spiritual power like a boost to their powers, basically. So it would have an effect on Goran, Maya, Pearl, or really, those are the only 3 people I can think of that it would have an effect on. Was that why Inga wanted such power? Did he want to be king? Amara's tomb. So this is the tomb of the previous queen? Yeah, Queen Amara was laid to rest here. She lost her life in an arsonist's blaze. What a tragic end. I heard this tomb sits on the actual site of her residence before it burned down. The building on the same spot so her soul could rest in peace. So this is where the fire happened her. Why do you think Minister Inga was holding Miss Faye captive here? It's the perfect spot if you think about it. It's close to his private quarters, which made it easy to keep an eye on his prisoner. And the courtyard is only open to the royal family, so he had little fear of prying eyes. Plus the tomb is normally locked and only the royal family is allowed access. So that's why he picked this place. How long has Miss Faye been held captive? About 6 days. Really? That long? It appears that she was severely weakened by her prolonged confinement. She passed out as soon as she was freed and is now on an IV drip at the hospital. She's been asleep ever since. Understandable. Poor Miss Faye, I hope she gets better soon. Emma, do you mind if we start looking around? Sure, I've already got the okay. Knock yourselves out. Oh, and here. What's that? It's a diagram the police drew of the tomb. I thought I'd give you a copy to help your investigation along. Okay. Thank you. Okay, I've got that. Oh, and let me know if you need my forensic expertise. Don't dare keep all the fun to yourselves in here. You don't need to worry about that. Besides, I'd hardly classify this as fun. Emma would though, Emma would, because it's, you know, bloody Emma. It looks like the Holy Mother was painted here to watch over Amara's sarcophagus. So it's like the tomb is protected by the founder. That must be reassuring to those she left behind. Only one problem. They didn't paint the eyes she needs to do said watching. Come to think of it, she doesn't have a mouth to smile down onto either. It's actually kind of creepy. I would have been watched over by something like that gives the queen nightmares. Hey, keep that up and your founder just might come and watch over you too. Yeah, because drawing the founder with a face is like taboo in Quran. And the only thing that we know of that has the mother's face on it is the orb that we have right here. So this is Amara's sarcophagus. Let's take a closer look. Okay. Can we... Hey, these curtains open the pillow. And there's a lock on it. That's one big sarcophagus. They say the mummy of Amara, the former queen, rests inside. A mummy, huh? Rats, it's locked. Hey, don't touch that. You mean you can't search inside it? Not a chance. Besides, it's not something anyone tried opening. Anyway, what if the real killer's inside it? Head inside. Hey, anyone in there? Don't do that. You're going to get us cursed. Yeah, the only thing that would be in there would be Amara's body. Cursed? The queen likely bears a grudge toward the living after such a violent, painful death. No one dares touch the sarcophagus for fear of incurring her wrath. Oh no, Apollo, what am I going to do? Don't look at me. Your fault. In any case, the sarcophagus is temperature controlled. It's kept really cool to preserve the mummy. So even if someone did decide to hide inside it, they would eventually freeze to death. I see. Still, if they bundled up, a bad person could hide in there for a little while. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, let's go back because we don't have anything else to examine involving the sarcophagus, I guess. It's like a small army of monks all neatly lined up. It looks like they're facing the sarcophagus in prayer. And if you look carefully, each one has a slightly different expression. I wonder if they use real people as models. Some are frowning, some are smiling. There's one that looks like he's trying his hardest not to burst out laughing. Really? I wonder why. Maybe it's like those times when things are so intense you can't help but laugh. You know, like at funerals and stuff. They went through all the trouble of depicting that. Talk about going overboard. Okay. There's a painting up there, but I can't see it very well from here. Okay. Okay. What is this? It's full of ash. They must burn incense in here. So I was wondering, Apollo, did the ash come from the incense sticks that were burned in this? Or do people put their incense in after there was already ash in here to hold them up? Don't be silly, Athena. The answer's simple. The ash is the product of prayers from the countless visitors who came here. It's not a chicken or the egg kind of thing. Oh, that's interesting. That's an interesting take on it. It's so much more poetic than mine. Okay. I can examine this one as well. It's full of ash. My guess would be this is an incense burner. Hey, look, Apollo. There's something in the ashes. Let's see what it is. Oh? I feel like that was an Inga suit. Let me have a look. Where's Inga in this? Here, we don't have a full body picture of him. But I think he does wear those kind of gemstones on his suit. If I'm not mistaken. Is that a gemstone? Wonder what it's doing here. I've got this one covered, Apollo. Would you like to hear my brilliant theory? Well, I guess it wouldn't do any harm. You know how people make wishes by throwing coins into a fountain? Well, you know, on second thought, I'm good. What? Okay, I see it now. If there was really coins in the ashes, if people really did throw coins in the ashes, you would see more coins or gems or whatever. You sure you don't need to hear my theory? I was just about to get to the good part. Let's just ask Emma. That'll be much quicker. Excuse me, Emma. What's this gemstone doing here? Oh, that. I was right. It's not a gem, it's a button, albeit a very expensive one, from the victim's jacket. Must have fallen off from going in there somehow. See? Every puzzle has an answer, Athena. Well, I thought my idea was pretty good. Wait, what's with this soot see here on the gemstone? Hey, you're right. Was it what? I was just thinking it was covered in ash from, you know, the incense burner. Can I not? What? Has it crashed? I'm confused. I've not saved. I've not saved. I've not saved. And I think it's just crashed. I can't do anything. I actually can't do anything. I'm gonna reload it. See where it comes from. And then I'm just gonna try and quickly get through. Where did I... Wait. This game has autosaves. Thank fuck. That took a whole hour. Yeah, that took a whole hour. I'm so glad that this game has autosaves. Okay, the ad is in a few minutes. I don't know if I said that, but yeah, there's an ad in a few minutes. Okay. Okay. Where did it autosave? Because I certainly didn't save. Okay. Amara's tomb. It saved like 3 minutes ago. Thank fuck. Okay. I know, thank fuck. It just went to where Athena's Sarah. I'm so glad we have an autosave. I'm so glad we have this. Okay. That took so long, oh my god. Let's hope it actually lets me quit out of the... Actually lets me move back from the incense burner. BRB lunch break? Okay. Okay. Thank fuck. Okay. I'm gonna save, do a manual save. Right here. And why has my... I've got my stream up on my computer for reference. And it just like started loading. Randomly like reloading. Okay. Thank fuck that it started random, that it started just like, what was I say? I don't know, but thank fuck for the autosave. Look, one of the statues is broken. Yeah, but it's kind of hard to see from here. Let's check it out when we get a little closer. Okay. Let's switch to this side then. One of the statues is broken. Let's take a closer look. Okay. Wait, what's there? There's something shiny down there. It's a pendant. There's blood on it. I wonder who it belongs to. All I know is it's not the victims. No one in the royal family recognized it. Emma, did you lift any fingerprints from it? I did, but I wasn't able to get a clean one. That's too bad. But the blood turned out to be the victims. And I have my stream up on my computer in the background just to monitor like audio and shit. And it keeps like randomly just like reloading and pausing. Just doing Twitch stuff really. That means it must have fallen here in the cause of the murder. It might be Dirk's. I should ask him about it later. Okay, so that's been added to our court record. Okay. This thing's more splintered than statue now. The bullet from the victim's gun did a real number on it. It seems like something you'd get cursed by, you know. In Minister Inga's case, I'd say getting your ticket punched is cursed enough. Yeah, but curses don't curses extend to the afterlife. You need to stop talking about what Nayuta. You need to stop taking what Nayuta says so seriously. I'm perfectly capable of thinking for myself. Okay. I meant to examine the Makatama. It's a Makatama, I think. Did it come from the broken statue? Look, Apollo, there's another one. But the other statues only have one each. Hey, you're right. Maybe this statue was special or something? Maybe. And there's a bullet there. Look, there's a bullet here. It's from the pistol the victim was carrying. My guess is he tried to shoot his attacker, but missed and the bullet ended up here. Okay. We've already determined the rifling marks to be a match to his gun. Rifling marks? Aren't those... Oh, shall I explain? The science behind it is absolutely fascinating. No, we're good. Liars. I think they're so smart. You do realize we can hear you. Yeah, come on, Emma. Okay, I don't think we can examine anything else there. But I noticed there was blood here. And the Adistan suit. Wow, it's covered in blood. With a blood spatter this large. I shall read that when the ad is done. And you stretch. I'm gonna do another cheeky little save. because we might as well. I can't believe it crashed like that. To be fair, though, this was like our first crash, and it's like we're on case 5 out of 6 on the 3rd game, aka out of the entire case, we're on case 15 out of 16. I mean, a glitch was bound to happen eventually from, you know, all the Ace Attorney in one of the Ace Attorney games, so yeah. I need to refill this soon, but also we don't have much juice left. This is I think it's apple and blackcurrant juice. You should get this one. And welcome back from the ad. With a blood spatter this large, it must have gone all over the killer too. Come to think of it, there was blood on Dirk's clothes. The circumstantial evidence points to Dirk being the killer. That's what I'd conclude if I were a cop too. Why are things always so bleak for me? Okay, so we have that. Can we open it from this side? The sarcophagus is surrounded by a curtain. I bet someone could have hidden behind it. True, but that's one of the many places the Royal Guard checked after storming in. Wow, they were really thorough. Yeah, well, apparently one of the members loves mystery novels. He peered into every nook and cranny with an almost frightening amount of gusto. Reminds me of someone else I know. And when he was done, he said, very interesting. It's like one of those locked room mysteries. Sounds like he's in the wrong line of work, honestly. And we've got a random ass chair here. Miss Faye was apparently tied to this chair. Let's take a closer look. We should try and cover every angle possible here. Let's use WAS and D to change our perspective and look around. I need to give me a tutorial on this blood there and a rope there. Can I not? Why is this? Why can I? This is such an awkward way to do things. I'm gonna rotate it this way because there's blood on the bottom part. Accidentally with 1 inch off the chair. Look, there's a blood stain on one of the chair legs. Really? Hey, you're right. I completely missed that. Let's move the chair so we can check under it. There's more blood under the chair leg. I wonder what it's doing there. I have some luminol here. Why don't you do some testing on it? Okay. Okay, move up and then go here. Oh wait, check the rope. Maybe check the rope. Wait, there's blood there. Look. Okay, we got the tiniest bit of blood that was on the rope. It leads to the sarcophagus. The bloodstain leads all the way to the sarcophagus. Emma, is this Master Inga's blood? Hold on 1 second. Huh? That's strange. I didn't get a match. So then, whose blood is it? Dirk and Miss Faye were wounded as far as we know. And the blood's been wiped up by someone for some reason. Yeah, that's strange too. Who could it belong to then? Because again, Maya and Dirk weren't wounded. Poor Miss Faye. She must have been tied up to this chair. I can just imagine how much her backside must have been hurting after sitting here for so long. It would have been torture for you, I bet. I mean, you don't know how to sit still. If by that you mean I'd like to stay active, then I have to agree with you. And here's the blood. There's a blood stain on the floor. It's already been mostly wiped up, but the stain leads all the way to the sarcophagus. I wonder whose blood it is. And then we've got the rope, which we can't examine. And we can't really examine anything else to do with the chair, so let's go back. Someone could have hid behind these curtains. Hey, I'll go give it a try. Well, can you tell I'm hiding here? No, I can't tell at all. That's it. That's the perfect hiding place. We did it, Apollo. We solved the case. No. That would have been checked. Sorry to burst your bubble, but the royal guards searched the tomb high and low right after they stormed in. And they said no one else was in here besides Minister Inga, Dirk, and Miss Faye. Well, back to the drawing board, I guess. My brilliant deduction, destroyed in 3 sentences. Yeah, amazing deduction there. A baby on a lotus blossom? That's one strange painting. Apparently that's part of a mural depicting the life and times of Queen Amara. You know, like a storyboard or something. So that baby is supposed to be Amara? This one depicts Amara preaching to the faithful. It's hard to point to words, but I've never seen anything like it. Let's see, the next one is... Is that Dirk? Why does he have horns? My best guess is it depicts the first time Amara and Dirk met. So he's supposed to be some kind of demon who's seducing her. Well, he was successful since they got married after that. The mural continues on the opposite wall. Wait, Amara's Goran's mother. Is Dirk Goran's father? Wait, no, that doesn't make sense age-wise. Goran's 23. Dirk's 25. Yeah, no, man. How old was Dirk when he and Amara got married? Because Goran's 23. There's a 2-year age difference between Goran and Dirk. The mural continues on the opposite wall. Okay, let's check out this, the outline first, then we can take a look at the mural. Guess this is when Inga collapsed when he died. But let's take a closer look. Okay, so we have the knife, obviously, and the bloodstain. So this is the murder weapon. Emma, did you find any prints on it? Dirk's. Yeah, and they were super clear. They belong to one Dirk Sagmardi. That's not good. Were there any others? There was one more print from another individual, but it was too smudged to identify. It's probably an old print from someone else who had handled the knife. Oh, yeah, another piece of unhelpful info to add to our ever-growing pile. Great. And then we've got a phone. I wonder if this is Inga's cell phone. It should be. His fingerprints are all over it. Do you know if he talked with anyone recently? There are a few calls logged between him and his underlings. They're all members of the secret police who are directly under the minister's control. You mean like spies? I don't think that's quite it. And then we've got a gun. So the minister was armed, huh? That's a 4-shot pistol. Yeah, he had it for self-defense apparently. But it won't be firing anything anytime soon, huh? He was carrying a broken gun around for show? No, we recovered a bullet here, which means the gun probably broke as the minister fired its last round. Thing is, the gun's chambers are all empty. Yet that one bullet is the only bullet we could find. That's strange. Where did the other 3 go? Maybe Dirk ate them. We can ask the next time we see him, just be ready for his predictably shocking answer. They've already taken the body away. It's kind of sad how familiar I've become with body outlines. I mean, you are a lawyer who deals with criminal law. I have a photo of the body if you're interested. Yes. He was stabbed right in the back. The poor guy was practically skewered. What's he wearing on his arm? Those are the cuffs of justice. Seems to be a tradition here for the Minister of Justice to wear those forearm cuffs. They look like they are made of a thick fabric, so I guess they aren't for protection. Maybe they're for keeping his sleeves out of the way when handling documents. Yeah, that's probably their original purpose. But over the years, the reason for wearing them was probably forgotten. So now they're just one of many traditional things that people do without knowing why. Oh, I get it. Kind of like the way you roll up your sleeves, huh? Oh, your psychology if we're going there. I happen to know why I started, thank you very much. Don't slander Athena's psychology like that. Okay, we're done with that. Have we done investigating? I think we've covered just about everything. Maybe we should go over what we've learned so far. For starters, we're dealing with a locked room murder. But instead of the tomb being locked, it was being cordoned off by the royal guard. And after the murder, no one was found to be hiding inside, unless one of the murderers was one of the members of the royal guard. Right, in addition, yes, we also know that Dirk's fingerprints are all over the murder weapon. The curtain around the sarcophagus was drenched in the victim's blood on one side, and you can just hear my chair just being loud. It's not actually that loud in real life. It just, when it gets picked up by my mic, it's just like very loud on camera. I guess it's because my mic is like very close to my chair, so it's like one of the other than my voice, it's like one of the first noises it picks up. So yeah, the blood must have also gotten on the killer when they stabbed the minister from behind. Dirk had blood on him when the crime was first discovered. Unfortunately, he doesn't remember what happened. This is not good. Nope. So what we know so far is things couldn't be worse for our case. And that's still an understatement somehow. Yeah, it's looking pretty grim. Oh, if you two are done here, I'll have to ask you to leave. Go on, Scoop. Something wrong, Emma? Why are you trying to give us the boot? It's just easier if you're not here when his ephemeral holiness arrives. Ah. Nayuta is here. Speak of the devil. Prosecutor San Marty. Detective Sky. It seems you've spoken at length with these two liars. I do hope you've also kept an eye on them. Yeah, of course. Like a hawk. They didn't touch a single thing. Give a liar an inch and they'll take a mile. Never forget that. There's that look of distrust again. Hey, Nayuta. Do you really believe that Dirk's guilty? And are you seriously going to prosecute this case? I mean, he's your father. You were once part of the Defiant Dragons, weren't you? Hey, Nayuta, wait. I said wait. Come on, Athena, after him. Right behind you. Okay, let's go. Where would he have gone? Oh wait, outside. Royal residence. We need to talk to Nayuta. Nayuta, would you stop already? What do you want? It's about Dirk. Would you please hear me out? I fail to see why I should. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Hold it!
Nayuta, are you afraid of what I might have to say? If not, then there's no harm in listening, right? Very well, speak. But make it quick. There is much I must do. Why does everything have to be so difficult with you? But first, I must get an achievement by examining this. I've been wondering why the footsteps there, are like so weird. Also about whatever this overturned thing is. This overturned urn has spilled water everywhere. Everything around it is soaking wet. Don't look at me. Rightly or wrongly, I'm guessing Athena's the type who gets blamed for a lot of things. And the more people accuse her, the more defensive she becomes. Even to the point of preemptively denying any wrongdoing. I said it wasn't me. I never said it was. And that is a Steam achievement. So no, you'll be prosecuting Dirk's case, but aren't there any prosecutors in this country? Why does it have to be you? Her Eminence Queen Garan personally requested that I serve as prosecutor. What, as some sort of taunt to Dirk? The Eustace's son. That's... If she did, that would make it hard to say no. Her Eminence thinks highly of my prosecutorial skills. Still, she didn't have to ask you to handle a case against your own father. To be honest, you really don't want to do this, do you? You speak of love and sentiment. I guess so. I do not deny such human emotions, but the law is the law. And placing personal feelings above it is beyond reprieve. Do you disagree? Well, no, I don't disagree, but civilizations only exist due to the confines of the law. Without them, love and sentiment would lack the fertile soil they need to flourish. Do you disagree? No, but the law must be obeyed. This truth sits above all else, including personal feelings. Therefore, whether or not I am the son of the accused is no of consequence. It is as simple as what you say otherwise. But come on, Apollo, tell him how wrong he is. But don't you wish it wasn't that way? Doomed brothers, oh my god. It appears I've wasted my breath on you. And the winner is Prosecutor Sanmari. Still spewing empty words devoid of meaning or consequence, I see. You putrid red packer. I know I'm right, but did he have to be so eloquent about his point? It's like he's trying to cover something up with his pretty words. Apollo, I'd cut back on the debates with him if I were you. Just stick to questions like the one you were wanting to ask. Nayuta, I wanted to ask you about that hostage situation. Inga said he had someone dear to Dirk in the palm of his hand, and he was using that person along with his hostage as leverage in obtaining the orb. That's news to me. But that's what Inga said. You can kiss your chances of getting the orb goodbye. My fame ain't my only, how should I say, insurance, Dirk. What? I've got someone dear to you right in the palm of my hand, see? Now that one, well, you can imagine what kind of things I could do, right? Glad you're seeing things my way. I got the impression Dirk had no choice but to follow Inga's demands after he heard that. So who do you suppose this special person is? I wouldn't know. He knows. My bracelet's reacting. Hey Nayuta, about what you just said. Ouch! My bracelet is crushing my wrist. Yes, that really hurts. What the heck's going on? I'm wise to your tricks, you putrid pepper. That bracelet reacts to the anxieties of the people around you by squeezing your wrist. But now that I know how it works, I can make it tighten around your wrist anytime I wish. Consider this a warning. I don't know how he did it, but this renders my bracelet useless against him. Oh my god. Such devilry is powerless in the face of the Holy Mother's blessings. Looks like your special power you won't work against Prosecutor Sanmari, Apollo. We'll have to try something else. You're right, we'll just have to ask Dirk about this. It appears... What? You intend to go through with a trial. You have no hope of winning. Grow up, Mr. Justice. We are no longer children, you and I. I'm not the one who needs to grow up, Nayuta. In case you didn't hear, I won my last case against none other than Mr. Riot. You tell him, Apollo. Is he mad? I can never tell with him. This trial is different. Your foolishness will only earn you a death sentence for aiming and abetting a criminal. And those who die as criminals are doomed to be reborn in the next life as something lower than a bug or vegetable. You would be lucky to return to this realm as a patch of mold. Mold that's pretty harsh. If you wish to avert such a fate, abandon this folly before it is too late. I don't care if I end up as a dollop of blue cheese dressing in my next life. I'm going to defend Dirk in court. You fool. Know this. I intend to prosecute the accused with all my might, no matter what you say or do. Consider yourself forewarned. Now, if you will excuse me, Prosecutor Sagmade knows his father will be publicly executed if he's found guilty. Yeah, he won't show even an ounce of mercy. Nayuta, is this the real you? Have you really changed? Do you really plan on sending Dirk to his death? Do you even hear me? Don't Dirk and I matter to you anymore? I feel like Garan or like Inga had some sort of intervention with Nayuta and how he, turned out. And I need to clear my fucking glasses, that's why they're on my fucking head. Okay, we're back at Temple. Maya passed out right after we found her at the tomb. I feel exhausted. I can't keep my eyes open. She's been out cold ever since. We haven't been able to get a word out of her. Oh wait, are we playing as Phoenix now? The doctor said it's just exhaustion, but I can't help but worry. What is this, right? Are you alright? Yeah, just thinking is all. Worried about Maya. I'm glad you're here, Edgeworth. We wouldn't have gotten the permissions if we have without you. But I didn't come all this way to Korai to be useless. Speaking of the investigation, I received a few things from Detective Sky. These should prove to be useful to you to us as well. Okay, we've got Inga's autopsy report added to our court record, which is what Apollo has as well, and the tomb diagram as well, which again, Apollo also has those as well. And we also have the tomb crime photo, again, Apollo and Athena also have those. I can't thank you enough, Edgeworth. Honestly, I have been so lost without him these past few days. You there, the bald-headed lawyer Phoenix and Wright. Huh? Oh, it's one of the Royal Guards. You're from the Grand Royal Guard, right? I am Lackey, Royal Guard member, and Her Eminence's shoulder rubber. Lackey. That's very specific. And what does the Royal shoulder rubber want with me? Wait, come to think of it, my shoulders are a bit stiff. Don't be absurd. I'm here for one purpose only. I'm here to bring you before Her Eminence, Queen Garan, Grand Priestess of Korai. Will you comply? The Queen? What could she want with me? And why did she have to shout like that? I can't fathom why Queen Garan would summon you. But I advise you accept Her Eminence's gracious invitation. God, my mum's home-cooked noodles are the best. Oh, God, I love noodles. I literally just had pasta for lunch, but God. Noodles? Top tier. Honestly. Top tier lunch food. Royal shoulder rubber Lackey, was it? May I join Mr. Wright in his audience with the Queen? The name is Lackey. Lah'Kee. K-E-E, and all praise the omnipotent Queen Garan. For she has already foreseen and approved your request, Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth. You are both to come with me. You mean to say Queen Garan sees our every move? Yeah, indeed. Her Eminence's spiritual power is immense. She can even see what's going on thousands of miles away. Right, I fear I'll lose my hearing next if we don't hurry. Yeah, me too. Why would the Queen herself summon me personally? What could she possibly be up to? Audience chamber. Going to see Garan. Here she is, Garan and Rafer as well. The bald-headed lawyer has arrived. we bid you welcome. And you as well, Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth. I love how Gorine's just like, welcome my name, bad head lawyer, and then just says Edgeworth's actual title, which is, Chief Prosecutor. Thank you. This place is still as magnificent as last time. We've heard much about you, Barthorn. It seems your bluffs and tomfoolery tend to leave our court devastated in their wake. Is that what people have been saying about me? That is an excellent summary of Phoenix. Boil water in a pan, put salt in, put noodles in, cook noodles, prep what by putting sunflower oil in, crush garlic, drain water out of noodles and transfer noodles to wok, put salt, pepper and soy sauce on noodles, fry them for a minute, eat. Ooh, that sounds proper nice. Is that what people have been saying about me? Right, where are your manners? Your Eminence, I am both humbled and delighted to be in your presence. Your Eminence. Glad to be here. Looks like you're doing well. The guy goes in with the sunflower oil before the noodles. Okay. Yeah, your Eminence. Mayfair's not looking too good. I guess even she can't just bounce back from her father's murder. So what can I do for you, your Eminence? We wish to question you about something related to the case at hand. Perfect, because I have a few questions on my own. Okay, Inga's crime. We fear we do not fully comprehend what has transpired, so it is that we summoned you here to further elucidate the situation. Is it true that our husband, Inga, has been seeking the Founder's Arm? That's right, he wanted to trade a hostage for it. That's why he abducted Maya Fey. Insolent fool. Ow. That is a lie I say. Father would have never done such a thing. But he did abduct Maya, that much is. I'll not stand here and listen to this nonsense. You will pay for this, you. Ow, please, your benevolence. That is quite enough, Rafa. We understand your feelings, but we fear he speaks the truth. For we believe we know why your father would do such a thing. Huh? We believe he was seeking the orb as a means of obtaining spiritual power, and with it he intended to usurp the throne. Mother, what do you mean, your Eminence? Inga was planning a coup, for he was dissatisfied with the current administration, and his secret police was the primary instrument of his treason. The secret police. They came up during the High Priest's murder trial too, an elite force under the direct command of the Minister of Justice, in this case, Inga. The man who was hunting down rebels as Lady Kira was a member of that group. Indeed, Inga turned that once proud force into his own private army, and he intended on using them to launch a coup and assassinate us. So your Eminence has had no control over them? As much as it shames us to admit it, Corrine is not the unified realm even. It would appear to be. We are truly sorry you have had to witness the dirty underbelly of our kingdom. How could Father? But know that Inga could not have become king simply through our assassination. For in Corrine, only those who possess spiritual power may sit on the throne. I see. That explains why Minister Inga was seeking the Founder's Orb. Barthorn, do you recall a man known as Psssttt Understanding? What about him? He too was involved with Inga's machinations. Big words. Inga had bought his loyalty, ordered the man to steal the orb, and covered up the theft. And then he sent the orb to the US for Dr. Buff to study. It's all coming together. The capture of the infamous villain Dirk, said Marty. It may prove to be the crowning achievement of our reign. Now, perhaps the kingdom may return to the peace it once knew. Oh, what a joyous day. Hail to Her Eminence Queen Garan, a Grand Priestess of Corrine. Her Eminence's spiritual power invoked and blessing straight from the Holy Mother. I can see how her cronies would be elated at the prospect. And the Queen herself seems almost giddy for someone whose husband was just murdered. Father, Rachel on the other hand, doesn't appear to be taking it so well. So bad for her. Around that incident that occurred 23 years ago, the one in which Dirk was accused of assassinating Queen Amara. Yeah, he set fire to her private residence, burning my dear sister alive. Murder by arson. Only a demon would be capable of such a heinous crime. But that event will also set the stage for you to become queen. But what did you do before you were crowned queen, Your Eminence? As part of our training to be queen, we served in many different governmental positions, the longest of which was as the previous Minister of Justice. It was in that position that we were best able to support our elder sister, Queen Amara. Only a demon? So not Joe Dark. No. They believe he's probably worse than Joe Dark, let's be honest. Interesting. That's her husband's position, or at least it was. Sorry, Dirk. Yeah. And when you ascended to the throne, you passed the Defense Culpability Act. Yeah, why is that a thing? Those who would support criminals will be deemed just as guilty. What prompted you to pass something like the Defense Culpability Act, Your Eminence? The assassination of our dear sister Amara. When the infamous villain Dirk Zenmadi was apprehended, he announced that he would act as his own lawyer. That's right, Dirk used to be a lawyer. Dirk had been an extraordinarily talented lawyer and highly esteemed by the people, but he falsified evidence in an attempt to win his own case. I see. But when the truth of his fabrications and the assassination of the Queen came to light, the people were devastated. Hello, Spanky. Hello. Welcome on in, everyone. Welcome, Raiders. Hello, Raiders. Hello. How was your stream, Spanky? I just remembered that I keep forgetting to do the shout out command, but I finally remembered to do the shout out command for once. Hey, Poppy. Oh, good. I'm glad. Is that the command? Is that the command? No, it's not. It's slash, not exclamation mark. Why? There we go. Shout out without the space. I did the wrong thing. I did exclamation mark instead of slash. Did you start out your camera? Yes, kind of. It's been fine. It was fine yesterday and it's fine today. I do love being shouted out, yeah. But yeah, it seems fine. I think it's just, it doesn't do well in heat. And now that it's getting like a lot cooler now, up north at least, then it's just been fine. Like it turned off a little bit earlier, but since then it's been fine. And yesterday it was all good. So I don't know what I did, but it's working fine now. But yeah, it's been working fine. So I think it's just, it hates the heat. I think that's just it. I think it's just that. So yeah, if any of you who came from a Spanky stream do not know me, I'm Poppy. I'm a variety streamer. But at the moment, for the past year or so, I've been playing a lot of Ace Attorney, so that's the main thing you guys will see from me at the moment. But I also play a few other games like Sticky Business. I'm on a Minecraft SMP called Oswork. I also play Sims from time to time. I have a few other games that I need to do. But yeah, all the games I'm playing at the moment are in the About Me section. That's good news. Yeah, the heat can mess up computers. My laptops hate it. Yeah. But yeah, my computer also kind of hates the heat. When my dad started out my computer, it used to overheat a lot to the point now where he had to take off like one of the sides of the computer. It's literally here. I want to be careful with this because it's literally glass. But he had to take off this side of the computer, of my computer tower, just because it would overheat like so much. Going to pop and lurk while I do some post-stream comments. Oh good. But yeah, my computer used to overheat a lot. Like when my dad started at my computer, it was before I started streaming, so it was like over 4 or 5 years ago now, when he started at my computer, and he's just been like upgrading parts of it and stuff, like the graphics card and stuff like that. So yeah. And trust in the legal system plummeted. Now, why does that sound so familiar? Yeah, I wonder. Yeah. Talking to the law. In Quran, the Hall of Justice is a sacred space where victims receive their last rites. Should people lose their faith in it, the kingdom of Quran would be shaken to its very core. That's why the defense... We talk about my webcam going off, and funnily enough, my webcam goes off. And this is why the Defense Culpability Act had to be passed. Thank you for the lurk, Grumpy. Welcome on in. It was the only way to keep our legal system from tumbling into the abyss. So that's how you sought to eliminate the use of perjury and phony evidence, huh? But that law is what made lawyers go extinct in your kingdom. Now there's no one left to defend those who have been accused. We see how you could take issue with such a reality. However, we have now banned the act of lawyering itself. But you've effectively banned it though. You've effectively banned it now. Because you have the death penalty for murder. And so if someone gets falsely accused of murder, then no one is going to defend them though. And 23 years ago, when this act was presumably, put into place, enacted, then the lawyers kind of fizzled out. There's no lawyers in Quran. The only ones I can think of that are in Quran at the moment are the ones that aren't even from Quran. The only Quranese lawyer that I can think of is Dirk, and he became a rebel. Literally all the other lawyers that have done that, the only other lawyers that are currently in Quran are Phoenix, Apollo, Athena. That's it, Phoenix, Apollo, and Athena. And they aren't even from Quran. There's no Quranese lawyers left because Quran effectively drove all the lawyers out and basically made it illegal. Because if your client is found guilty, then they're gonna be, the lawyer is gonna be found guilty as well. So, and executed as well. So she's effectively made it illegal without actually passing a law that explicitly states, hey, being a defense lawyer is illegal. Those who are confident that they can prove their client's innocence are always welcome to mount a vigorous defense, as you yourself have shown. Well, I guess so, but without lawyers, there's the possibility of false charges being filed and prosecuted. So long as our prosecutors continue to run nothing but perfect trials, there needn't be a fear of such nefarious dealings. Do you disagree? Perfect prosecutors and their perfect trials, huh? Reminds me of Edgeworth. Let's not get started down this path. Furthermore, in Quran, we have the divination seance. And so it is, we no longer need lawyers, for the deed do not lie, but it can be misinterpreted by your 14-year-old daughter. Well, in the short time I've been here, I've been back false charges twice. And I found that cases built on the memories of the dead are less than perfect. So yes, I do take issue with the Defense Culpability Act, to say the least. Such relentless rhetoric. Your reputation precedes you, barbed one. It feels as if we ourselves were being cross-examined. Oh no, that wasn't my intention. Is it true that some feel that the Defense Culpability Act... It is true that some feel that the Defense Culpability Act is a necessary evil, at best. But it is a small sacrifice upon which the peace of our kingdom has been forged. If you consider executing innocent lawyers a small sacrifice, then sure. The fact is that following its passage, the crime rate in here in Quran dropped markedly, because you are basically executing every single person. You are slowly killing your people, Karan. Therefore, we have no regrets concerning the enactment of the Defense Culpability Act. Really? None at all? Right, why don't we leave it at that? This isn't a court of law after all. Yeah. About the finder's orb that was to be exchanged for the hostage, it went missing after the murder. Would you happen to know anything about that? It's missing? I'm sure Dirk had it when he went into the tomb. If it wasn't there, I have no idea where it could be, Your Eminence. In that case, then perhaps Dirk has it hidden somewhere. Incidentally, there's the matter of that horned youth you were with. Oh, you must mean Apollo. From his odd hairstyle, may we assume him to be a relative? Perhaps your younger brother? No, you got it all wrong. He's Dirk's son. Well, more like foster son. They're not actually related by blood. Dirk's. You shouldn't have mentioned that. By oh God, Your Eminence. You shouldn't have mentioned that. What's she whispering in that one guy's ear? She's gonna get Apollo arrested. She's gonna get Apollo arrested. For no reason. Because he's Dirk's foster son. Thank you for your time. The two of you may go now. Yes, Your Eminence. We'll be on our way. Okay, now what? Apollo and Athena have the murder scene investigation covered, so maybe we should go speak with the locals over at the bazaar. Okay, bazaar then. This is where Dirk's thing is. Dirk's Dirk's like offices under that sewer hole there. What was that lion? Oh, that caught me very surprised too when I first heard it. It's a private local bird known as a warbird. A bird that sounds like that. Sounds more like a beast than a bird, if you ask me. It's a form of mimicry, you know, to help protect them against predators and stuff. Yeah, well, can't say I've heard one like that before. Oh, it's more than unusual. It's endangered. It's extremely rare to encounter one in the wild these days. If it's so rare, then what's one doing out here in the middle of the bazaar? You got me. Maybe it's got something to do with it being their national bird. Was that a gunshot? Stalia PW. That's. What was that? That's. The Defiant Dragon's newest weapon. I call these puppies Dragon Snaps. And you need those. Why? Because our hard work is starting to pay off. Thanks to our TV signal hijacking and stuff, more and more people are joining our cause. But on that account, the regime's been cracking down on us real tough like. Yeah, there's been a lot going on lately. You can say that again. I mean, what with that high priest's fake murder/suicide? Yeah, that. People are calling it the DCA tragedy and it's causing a real public uproar. Hopefully this means terrorist's death won't be in vain after all. I hope Belleeb's okay. So how exactly is a handful of firecrackers going to be of help to you guys anyway? Simple. First I must supply them to our fellow rebels. And then we use them as a diversion when we need them to shake Goran's goons. Huh? I'm gonna start on my webcam quickly. Okay, hopefully that should have done it. Huh? Stop. That's. What is your problem? Will you cut that out? I'm not with the regime and I'm not chasing you. One day we're gonna fucking report you to the regime just because you're being a dick. Your reaction, that was so priceless, PW. Guess I started that warbird too. It's a miracle no one's trying to arrest him while he's too busy laughing. You there? Rafer. You are one of those insurgents, are you not? Yikes! Take that! And Dats is gone. And he's gone. Those firecrackers are more useful than I thought. Barbed head. Your benevolence. What can I do for you? I wanted to speak with you about what my mother said. Why is my work on being so silly now? I do not believe a word of it. My father could not have been planning a coup. Well, I can understand why you'd feel like that, but it was a setup. Someone must have been plotting against him. This worked for 5.5 hours yesterday. It can work for another few more. How do you know that? I just do. Because the Holy Mother guides me. And as the Royal Priestess, I must uncover the truth for all to see. Yeah, except you have misinterpreted your seances multiple times. Maybe this is just how Rafa expresses her sense of duty. You're investigating this matter, are you not? Then rejoice, for I shall accompany you and bestow upon you the Royal Priestess's wisdom. That's the best news I've heard all day, your benevolence. No one would dare get in our way with Rafa by our side. We humbly accept your offer, don't we, Edgeworth? As you wish, right? Excellent. Then let's begin with my father's private quarters. We should be able to find some clues in there. I shall expose this false charge for what it is, if it is the last thing I do. Could it be, is the reason she's so defensive about Inga because she's a daddy's girl? Bobhead, let's not waste any time. My father's private quarters are located within the royal residence. Now follow me. Wait, she's sure in a hurry. Right, the minister's private quarters may hold evidence related to his murder as well. Yeah, maybe we can kill two birds with one stone. Rafa's awfully fired up. I just hope she'll be ready for the truth we find. After all, it's not hard to believe that Inca was not in full control of the whole affair. I swear to God, this camera. Let's go royal residence. And then we'll have to go into Inga's quarters. Let's go. Now, if we could figure out which of these buildings, houses Inga's private quarters, that's where we'll find Rafa. Okay. Examine, I guess. We have these weird footsteps that I mentioned earlier. There are footprints coming from this residence. Too bad they just kind of end. I wonder who made them and where they went. Now that's why I call an extravagant exterior. Is this where Inga's private quarters are? Hear me out. Yes. Watch your step, right? That urn's been knocked over, spilling water everywhere. Yeah, the ground's soaked. I wonder who did this. I think someone's in there. Father. Is that Princess Rafa? There were still so many things I wish to tell you. She always puts on such a brave face. Dahlia Hawthorne may be psychotic, but she's a good character. Real. She's a good character. Her storyline, she's so well written. Not a good person by any means, but only because she has a good theme. I'm not gonna lie, I don't have the music on at all. The only time I play Psssttt is on stream, and I never have the music on in fear of copyright. So I've never heard like the themes. She's all so cute. I agree. But yeah, she's a really good character. She always puts on such a brave face. But hearing her crying all alone, I can't help but think of Tracy. Father. Oh, I feel bad. She's already seducing the judge. Oh god. Princess Rafa, are you in there? Just a moment, I'll be right out. Are you okay? I see you are finally here. Well, let us commence our investigation, shall we? Your benevolence? Maybe you should rest for a minute first. You were eavesdropping on me, weren't you? No, I mean, yes, sorry, I couldn't help overhearing. I feel so bad for her, man. It wasn't like I was spying on you or anything. You stupid barbed head. Ouch. You could have feigned ignorance. It's as if your brain to mouth filter shuts off the moment you step out of the courtroom. I'm not that bad, Edgeworth. Anyway, what took you so long? I thought you would never get here. You have a lot of nerve keeping the crown princess waiting. Oh, sorry? This is my father's residence. I have already unlocked it so you can go right in. Oh, be careful. Some dingbat dog got in the courtyard and spilled water over there. A dingbat dog? That's right, the yappy mutt spilled a whole yearn's worth. Wonder how it got into this area. Do you know what it looked like? I have better things to do than to memorize what some stray dog looks like. I bet it was Shadow. Anyway, it is not worth talking about. Let's search my father's room, shall we? I really hope she's alright. Move into Ingrid's private quarters. And I need to take my phone off charge. It is almost fully charged. It's done, like 97%. Okay. What a mess. You can definitely tell a guy used to live in this room. I guess Inga and I had at least that much in common. Ugh, this stuff keeps getting in the way. Nana! Where's Nana? Oh. Huh? Where's Nana? Normally... she pops up immediately besides Rafa. She comes running whenever Rafa calls. That's right. Nana is what? Oh well, you barbed head. Come, hold this stuff for me. Why me? Just take it. It's too heavy and I'm tired of just holding it. How does Nana put up with this day in and day out? I'll just set it over here for now. Let's start to it. The kidnapping. Barbed head. I, the royal priestess of Korine, shall share my thoughts on the abduction. You will? Listen carefully, for such opportunities do not come often. Yeah, of course. We'd be grateful to hear anything you'd like to share. And my father was very likely seeking to obtain the Founder's Orb, yeah? That's what we found out. But it was not for the purposes of a coup d'etat. It was all for my sake. For your sake. The Founder's Orb is capable of bestowing great spiritual power. My father truly believed that. So he was getting it for Rafa. And he wanted that power to be mine. I haven't finished my training and I still can't channel spirits. He was doing it for me. Right, I see. Well, do you understand why he did it now? I do, but it doesn't change the fact that Minister Ingo was a kidnapper. I guess you don't believe he is, do you? New information is sure to surface upon further investigation. Suffice to say, he did this all for me. End of story. Was he really trying to obtain the orb for Rafa? Somehow I doubt it. And in 5 minutes, by the way. Speaking of powers, I wonder if Rafa will be performing the divination seance tomorrow. I should probably ask her about that. Your benevolence, I noticed Nana is with you today. I know not where she has gone. I've not spoken with her since this morning. I assume she must be quite busy today. I did quite catch a glimpse of her a little after 2 o'clock. I tried calling out to her, but she went off somewhere again. A little after 2? That's about an hour before the murder. Indeed. Of all the times for this to happen, she normally comes to me the moment I call her name. I know it's hard to believe, but even nannies have lives, you know. Your inability to find her after the murder is slightly alarming. I wonder if her absence is related to today's incident somehow. Do you think she was unwittingly caught up in them? Who knows? At the very least, I don't think she was at the scene of the crime. Nana. I hope she's alright. Rafa seems really worried for Nana. I take it you'll be conducting tomorrow's divination seance. Who else if not I? Good point. The thing is, divination seances are all about what victims experienced in their final moments. So tomorrow, Rachel will experience her own father's death exactly as it happened. That's more than anyone should ever have to deal with. Do you really have to go through with the seance tomorrow? There's really no one else. What about just calling the whole thing off? It's not as if I'm doing this because I want to. No? Never mind. I misspoke. The divination seance is a very important duty of the royal priestess, and it is one I intend to fulfill. There's that word, duty. So she doesn't want to do it, basically. She has to do it. Your benevolence. As crown princess, you are destined to rule this kingdom one day. That means there'll be many things that you alone must determine. Things like how to keep your people happy and what is true and what is false. And most importantly, what role you must play therein. I wonder if I'm even up to the task. Performing the divination seance is very important for a priestess, but duty or not, it's a heavy burden for someone so young. Even worse, she'll be forced to watch her father's murder. Will it be a weight too heavy for her to bear? Your benevolence. Has Nana served you long? Yeah, she's been at my beck and call for as long as I can remember. I've heard she even cared for me as an infant, right down to changing my diapers. Your diapers? It almost sounds like she could be your mother. Indeed, but that is a simple fact of life when your mother is busy being queen. Nana takes care of my every need. She's my teacher in all things as well. Rafa's pool of knowledge seems rather lopsided in some respects. Could that be the result of Nana's teachings? Nana. Could it be that my trusted attendant has come to dislike me? Now that I think about it, perhaps I've been acting rather spoiled as of late. Oh, I'm sure she'll be back. Yeah, I suppose Nana would never truly abandon me. Upon her return, I will do something nice for her. Perhaps she'd like a shoulder massage. And yeah, I can't shake the feeling that Nana's connected to this case in some way. Okay, let's go back and I guess let's examine this. Let's examine this place. So the first thing that caught my eye was these like medical supplies. It's a syringe and a vial, probably insulin. Those were for my father's back pain. Ah, okay. He said it really helps when the pain was practically unbearable. It was that bad, huh? He must have been injecting some sort of painkiller directly into his back then. Yeah, my father said his back pain could knock him off his feet. I know the feeling. I've experienced some pretty severe back pain of my own. Well, we can't have you throwing your back out in court, so why don't you take a vial? Oh, no thanks. I hear your body builds up a tolerance to that sort of thing. Is there someone who passed out from his back pain? I thought you didn't want them. I'm going straight to chiropractor as soon as I get home. This is most likely a special ink pad for the Justice Minister's stamp. His insignia is carved big and bold right on the lid. Talk about overkill. Did he really have to mark everything he owned? Then there's footsteps in here. There are some muddy shoe prints here. Come to think of it. There was some spilled water by the entrance. Somebody must have stepped in it before coming in here. And it's starting soon, by the way. They're already dry. This means they're at least several hours old. And someone must have been in here today in the early afternoon. For our servants clean this room every day. Hearing Quran River saying, leave not today's untidiness to the morrow. Mine is why clean up today when what you can leave for tomorrow. This notepad must have belonged to Inga. Let's see. And then a purple heart that is diamond shaped. A tattoo on forehead. Dark long hair, eye patch, blue clothes. Phoenix right. Spiky hair, blue clothes, pink necktie. That's strange. These appear to be notes detailing people's most prominent characteristics. Okay, and the ad is in progress. So, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. I need a stretch. We have this part of the chart, this part of the investigation even, and then we have one more part left, which will probably take us like an hour or so, and then we shall be done-ish with today's stream. So yeah, probably another hour or so will be left to stream. Too long left of the ad. We've not got too long of the ad. Unless never should be coming back from the ad in a few seconds. Welcome back from the ad. Hey, there's even some stuff about me in it. I'm gonna turn my music down actually. It might be no, the music should be a fine volume actually. Why would he bother to do this? Who knows? I'm afraid even I can't answer that. Whatever the reason, it's giving me a case of the heebie-jeebies. It's as though he was taking down descriptions of people over the phone. That's what it reminds me of anyway. What a brilliant deduction, one fitting of a chief prosecutor such as yourself. I commend you. That's high praise coming from you, your benevolence. I just worry. They do look like dictation notes, but I don't know. I mean, why bother describing Nana, who he must have seen every day, and for the past, like, what, 14 years? This chair looks like it was modelled after Inga's suit jacket. The backrest even has those fancy buttons of his. I imagine they make the chair awfully uncomfortable to sit on. Actually, they serve to massage the pressure points on his back. My father has suffered from terrible back pain, you see. I wonder if it really works. Maybe. Wow, that's one gaudy sculpture. My father sculpted it himself from a block of solid gold. Why does it not surprise me that he was also a narcissist? It's pretty detailed. He even included that personal stamp of his. Hey, the stamp's a little loose. Ah. Look, there's a secret safe inside. Oh my, to think such a thing was here all this time. The rats look like we'll need the combination to get in. Okay. That's one luxurious and comfy looking bed. I've slept on nothing but hard floors since coming to Orion. I need a sneeze. Can't wait to sleep in a nice soft bed again. Then take it, it's yours if you wish. We'll have to clean this room anyway now that my father's gone. But don't you want to keep these things as a memento of your father? Besides, I don't need his spirit haunting me late at night. Do you suppose if I slept on it I could see my father once more? Princess Rafer, I honestly don't know how to answer that. I'm this close to sneezing. What's this? Je suis le belle? Sounds like someone else we know from, or is it Monstrous Turnabout in Dual Destinies? Never thought I'd see this brand again. It appears to be a sample of some sort of spray on hair colour. Colour? Jet black. I wonder if Inga was going grey. Hey Audra, maybe you can use it. I look at a natural hair colour just fine, thank you very much. My man has been naturally grey since he was a child. Okay, have we examined everything? I'm really beginning to wonder what's inside that safe. Any idea what the combination might be, your benevolence? None whatsoever. It looks like a 4-digit combo lock, so maybe it's a date. But it's probably not anything that would be easy to guess. Well, let's try some dates and see what happens. I wonder what date Inga would use as a combination, maybe Rafa's birthday? When's your birthday, your benevolence? You are wasting your time. It could not possibly be my birthday. Oh, come on, it's worth a shot. Fine, it's December 24. Christmas Eve. Let's give it a try. 1, 2, 2, 4. Ah! It opened. It did? Yeah, and it looks like the bottom safe was a fake. Something meant to mislead would be thieves, no doubt. Still, it was rendered quite ineffective by its use of such an easily guessed combination. Why, Father? Why my birthday? Let's examine that. Okay, let's see what's in it. This looks like a letter or something. Let's see. Dear Father, I wanted to wish you a happy birthday. You're always so kind and I love you very much. I hope you live to be 100 years old. Love, Rafa. I wrote this to my father when I was 8 years old. Father, why would you hold onto something so childish and stupid? Sentimentality? There are some other papers in here. Ah! Once I poison the queen, the throne will be mine. The spiritual power I obtained from the treasure will back up my claim. In the meantime, the secret police are to keep a close watch on Goran. This is the plan for his coup d'etat. What? Give me that. I don't understand. It seems Justice Minister Inga was plotting the assassination of the Queen. This can't be true. Father would never harm Mother. Poor Rafa. This has to come as a terrible shock. What's this? There's a photo in here too. It's of a woman and a baby. I wonder who they are. On the far left is a law book with the mark of the Defiant Dragons branded on it. Which I think is Dirk's. Wait, that's your benevolence? How can this be? Princess Rafa. She's looking incredibly pale. Your benevolence, are you alright? Alright? How can I be alright? Huh? All I have believed, it was all lies. I'm afraid I don't follow. What the heck she's talking about? Can I ask who the woman in this picture is? How should I know? Rafa, it seems I didn't know anything that was going on. It doesn't look like I'm going to get much more out of her while she's like this. Mother, huh? I must ask my mother about the secret she is hiding. What secret? I must go. Goodbye. What is going on? Wait. What was that all about? It's like her mind was off somewhere else. It appears this photo really upset her. I wonder who the lady in the picture is. Stop. Shadow, come back here. It was Shadow that came by here earlier, wasn't it? But that sounds like I'll be in Shadow. That's odd. Commoners aren't normally allowed in this area. I wonder what's afoot. Will that be outside, so we're our residents? Edgeworth, is Edgeworth okay? I hope one of you has a good explanation for this. I'm so sorry I need a stretch. Hi, Albert. No, Shadow, back dog. Leave the man's frilly thingamajig alone. If you would kindly detach your dog from my... Oh, that. Right away, sir. Just hold still and... Shadow. Stop pulling like that. You'll only stretch the fabric. Come on, Shadow, let go of his clever Chima palette. This isn't working. I'll just have to pull harder then. 1, 2. Wait, the one of you. 3. Come on. I need. Uh-oh. His cravat looks unharmed. Couldn't say the same for his airways though. Were you trying to kill me? I'm really sorry, mister. My dog has a habit of attacking frilly things like that. Maybe for his sake he should stick to more traditional targets, like cars or his tail. Oh my god. Shadow, seriously? What's worse? He snuck in here today and stole some weird looking hat. That's Nana's! That's Nana's! I don't know what to do anymore. Bad dog, you're a very bad dog. Wait a second. I've seen that hat before. That's Nana's. Abby, could I see that hat again? Sure. Wait, isn't this... That's Nana's. Isn't this Nana's hat? Yeah, it's Nana's. I've said Nana so many times in one span of time. But I thought she disappeared. Shadow swiped it from someone. Albie, how exactly did Shadow get this? Allow me to explain. It all started while we were on a walk through the bazaar today, when suddenly Dax popped out of manhole. Whoa! The fangs of the defiant dragons. Okay. That Arabelle is here. So you want to join our cause, kid? Huh? Naturally, our super snap started by that weirdo sudden appearance. Back, dog of the Grand Regime. But this is my dog, Shadow. Look at just cravat. I would join a revolution. I would join this one too, actually. I would join this one too. Defiant Dragon's secret weapon. Dragon stop stats. Achoo! Whoa. Oof. Oh man, the look on your face. That was classic. The sudden bang of the firework spooked Shadow and he ran off into the crowds. Shadow, come back here. That'll teach you, Garan's lapdog. You there, what do you think you're doing? That was just mean. That was just mean, Dats. Not good. That's when a policeman came running over and hauled Dats away. That happened right around 2 PM if I remember correctly. I'm not even going to pretend I know what Dats was trying to do. I chased right after Shadow, and when I finally caught up to him here in the palace courtyard, he had this in his mouth. 2 PM, huh? That's about an hour before the minister's death. Nino supposedly went missing after the murder, but this would place her here at the palace around 2. Actually, I just remembered I saw something pretty amazing around that time too. Something amazing? What did you see? So Albie, what was it you saw that was so amazing? I saw Her Eminence Queen Gavan channeling the spirit. Is it really that big of a deal to see her channeling someone? You bet it is. Commoners are never allowed to behold the sacred riot. Oh, can you tell me more? Of course, I'm always happy to explain. I believe it was around 2:10 today. I got lost on the palace grounds while looking for Chanel. Albie's a Neoman's Chihuahua. Oh my god, what? That's such a coincidence. Oh my god. What's this place? It gives me the creeps. Where could Shadow have gone? In my search, I took a peek into a small room, and that's when I saw Queen Garan. She was channeling a spirit for a neighboring kingdom's king. I saw her transform right before my eyes. I was so excited I had to take a picture of it. You took a picture? I know I shouldn't have, but I couldn't help myself. Between this and the treasure room, Albie's not exactly the picture of self-restraint. Her channeling right ended right after that, so I ran off before anyone could spot me. You could have been arrested again, you know. Yeah, I know. Anyway, here's a copy of the picture. Just don't tell anyone I was the one who took it. I worry about his future sometimes. Yeah. Come to think of it, how did you and Shadow get into the royal residence anyway? It's not open to commoners after all. Allow me to explain. There's a way to get into the palace from the bazaar. It's a bit of a tight squeeze though. Shadow can easily fit, but anyone bigger than me is out of luck. You don't say. Yeah, part of the palace wall is damaged, and there's a hole I can just make it through. Go on. Bet you didn't know they have some really tasty food here. Oh, then this isn't your first time in here, huh? Trespassing is illegal, you know. No, it's not like that. I didn't mean any harm. It's just, I want to help change this kingdom. What do you mean? Well, after Miss Faye's trial, I started thinking, like maybe there was something I could do to help the revolution too. Maya's trial, huh? That tragedy only happened because of how twisted Korrine's legal system has become. How utterly foolish to cast away one's life for such a reason. There must have been other ways to cover up the crime. Yeah, had I done so, my wife would rush to my defense. And when the case went to trial, she would suffer the same fate as I under the Defense Culpability Act. I could not have lived with myself had she been convicted because of that fiendish man. This cannot be. All I have done under the laws of our kingdom is all been. The DC Act led to the false charges against Maya and the High Priest's suicide. But that trial also caused the public to start questioning the current state of things. And it seems even Albie has some pretty strong feelings on the matter. I knew there had to be something I could do to help. That's when I remembered the hole in the palace wall and started thinking, maybe I could sneak in and take a picture of one of the royals up to no good. I just want to do my part. The spirit of revolution seems to be catching on, even with one so young. Right, this monumentum is steadily building, and the tipping point is fast approaching. It's just a matter of when. I agree, and the public's perception of the Defiant Dragons seems to be changing too. But Albie, you can't go trespassing like that. Even if it's for a good cause, it's not right. Okay, I won't do it again. Albie, is that really all you have to confess? You haven't been up to any other mischief? And when I say you, I mean Shadow. Huh? Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Nice try, Albie. But the proof is literally right in front of us. It's literally this urn. Albie, you wouldn't happen to know how this urn got knocked over, would you? Isn't it the third time we've examined this urn, isn't it? Like the second or third time? Because her benevolence told me something rather interesting. Be careful, some dingbat dog got in the courtyard and spilled water over there. A dingbat dog? That's right, the yappy mutt spilled a whole urn's worth. The dingbat dog she mentioned wouldn't happen to be Shadow, would it? Oh. I guess the dog's out of the bag. Sorry I lied, but I was worried I'd get into trouble. I know I shouldn't lie to a lawyer like that. No, it's not good to lie to anyone like that, so let's try to only tell the truth. Okay, Albie? Okay, Mr. Wright, I almost forgot. I saw a couple of Americans a moment ago. They had really weird haircuts, so I thought they might be friends of yours. Really now? It seems your little friend thinks all of us Americans have strange hairstyles. I suppose we have you to thank for that, right? So what does that hair look like? There was a guy with 2 crops of hair sticking out of his forehead like antennae, Apollo. Then there's this lady with a long bunch of hair that looks like a big orange spider leg, Athena. Oh, that sounds like Apollo and Athena. What were they doing? They were racing towards the bazaar, with the Grand Royal Guard in hot pursuit. Wait, what? Where were they being pursued? I'm not sure, but I have my suspicions. I just hope they're alright. sorry for not mentioning it before. It just kind of slipped my mind. Okay, before we start the next part and the last part of this investigation, I do need to take a little break and go use the bathroom. So yeah, I'll be like a couple of minutes. So yeah, I'll be a couple of minutes. The defense capability acts is my theory. Probably. But yeah, I do need to use the bathroom. So we'll take a short little break. I'll send the music up. I have returned. We have one more part of this investigation to get through. So yeah. Why is my stream being weird on desktop? There we go. Don't know why it was being weird. I have no idea why I was being weird on my computer, but whatever. Okay. We are in the bazaar again. Those guys, and we're playing as Apollo again. Sure, Psssttt. I'm going to save up to get Tears of the Kingdom, I think. Tears of the Kingdom is such a good game. You should get it. You should get it when you have enough. When you need enough money. Because I have been playing for a lot of it. I think I'm at about 150, 160 hours into the game. And it is fucking brilliant, man. It is fucking amazing. Yeah, they even wore me out. That doesn't happen often. I've got a Skyward Sword. I'm struggling on Demise. I have never played Skyward Sword, actually. The only Zelda games that I have are Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Brilliant games. I haven't fully finished Breath of the Wild. I haven't done like all the side quests and shrine quests for Breath of the Wild, but I've completed basically all the main story for it. And I'm slowly making my way through Tears of the Kingdom and doing the shrine quests, side quests and stuff like that. Demise is the final boss. Okay. So he's like Ganon then. Why are they after us anyway? Our Apollo, it's the royal guards again. Quick hide. Hey, where'd Hornhead and Spidehair go? Spidey hair? They're not talking about me, are they? Is that a trick question? We know you're hiding somewhere around here. Apollo, that weird looking bird over there, the warbird. Did it just... Yeah, it did. It's called a warbird, and... You know what? I'll tell you all about it later when we're not being chased by masked men. Come out, wherever you are. Hand over the Founder's Orb if you know what's good for you. It figures they're after the orb. I don't want to know what they'd do to us if we were captured. If they grill us in those obnoxious loud voices, I'd cave after the first hour and confess to whatever they wanted, truth or no. People believe Ganondorf is the reincarnation of Demise, but I believe that Ganon's soul is Demise's, but his body is his own. Okay. Not gonna lie, I slightly do not understand the connection between each Zelda game. Other than, I don't even understand the connection between Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, other than it's like the same world and same Zelda, same Link, and you know, I don't even know if it's the same Ganon or it's just reincarnation of the same Ganon. I don't know. I'll have to look up a Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom like door video or something. Come out now, you foreign devils. This has gone far enough. You must not keep Her Eminence waiting any longer. We've gotta get out of here. There must be a safe place to hide somewhere. Yes, there is actually. Right here. A Skyward Sword is about Hyrule before Hyrule came to be. Okay. That's Hyrule before Hyrule. Okay, that makes sense. And Zelda is also the reincarnation of the goddess Hylia. Okay. That makes sense as to why she was able to hold off Ganon for like 100 years then during Breath of the Wild. Look, a manhole. That's right. Say so, do you remember my office? Sure, I remember that messy, dimly lit room. The file of a mask on Amara's assassination is kept there. I think it might help you on this case. Do you remember how to get there? Yes, we do. Athena, I know where we can hide. Follow me. Oh, where are we going? Wait, you're not seriously thinking about going down there? It smells like rotten eggs. And are those rats I hear? We've got no choice. I can get us somewhere safe, but this is the only way in. Quick, before it's too late. It's going to take forever to get this stench out of my hair. Yeah then. She freezes herself in time for millennia in the world of the past, just to wake up to being kidnapped by the demon lord, Girahim, who kidnaps her and uses her soul to revive the demon king, Demise. Okay. Zelda lore be going crazy. Jesus Christ, man. Jeez. Yeah, Zelda lore be going crazy. Demise then absorbs his loyal servant into his sword. Does that become the Master Sword then? Looks like we've lost them. That was close. Dirk's office. How long has it been since I last set foot in here? At least we're safe now, but... Why is Athena all huddled over in the corner like that? That's... AJ, what the heck are you doing here? Garang's royal guards are after us. Once a rebel, always a rebel. Don't worry, the regime doesn't know about this place, so you can relax for now. Good, but since when I part of the rebellion, I don't recall signing up. Apollo. Oh, it's Phoenix. Mr. Wright, what are you doing here? We saw you two go into that manhole. No, the Master Sword came to be once there after Link forges his sword within the three sacred flames of Pharaoh, Nehru, and Din. I remember Nehru is one of the dragons. the other two, the names of two of the other dragons. But okay, that kind of makes sense. Then it's just so there's like two different swords then. What does he say? You narrowly escaped the guards noticed. It was like watching a pair of ostriches burying their heads in the sand. Pharaoh is the goddess of courage, Nehru is wisdom, and Din is power. Okay. I guess that was a closer shave than I had thought. Anyway, you're safe and sound now, and that's what really counts. Also, I have some evidence for you. Thanks, Mr. Wright. Okay, I've got some evidence, which is... what evidence exactly is that? Because... Skyward Sword is a unique game. Zelda is not a princess. I mean, it's before Hyrule was Hyrule, right? So, would there be a need for a monarchy at that moment? She's your childhood best friend. Okay. So what's this dubious hovel we found it ourselves in anyways? It's the Defiant Dragon's safe house, also known as the former Sadmari law offices. I see. Well, though it might just be a happenstance, here I am, a chief prosecutor, hiding out in a rebel base. Crazy! Please don't report this place to the local police, Edward. Might as well take a look around while we're waiting for the heat to die down out there. Come on, Athena. Stop moping over there and help me check this place out. And then Impa, the hottest Impa, tells her of her destiny. Jesus Christ. Jeez. Please tell me there's a shower here. There's a sink in the kitchen, and if you're lucky, maybe even some soap. I'm sorry I even asked. I guess her destiny is just help train or something. Something to do with Link. Train Link and like to defeat Demise. Zelda and Impa go through one of the gates of times within Lanairu desert. Okay. I wonder what's in this file. Oh, it's full of newspaper clippings. It seems to be a collection of documents and information on Amara's assassination. And then Link beats the weakest incarnation of Demise, the imprisoned, twice. I mean, if it's the weakest incarnation, then I'm not surprised he gets defeated twice. The arson incident involving Amara's private residence. Amara was slipped a sleeping pill and perished in the fire. The lights panel at the scene had Dirk's fingerprints on it. So this is what Dirk was talking about. We already know most of the stuff here on the top. Let's see what else there is. I'm gonna quickly check this Discord ping. There we go. Well, what did he get out of this? He then visits the three dragons, Farron, Lanayru, and Eldin, who teaches him 3 parts of the Song of Hero. Okay. And I guess and Farron, Lanayru, and Eldin became like the regions in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Anything important here? I think, anyways. Yeah. Then he visits Levias, the great spirit of the skies, also a floating whale. Jesus Christ. Levias teaches him the final part. And then... what was I going to say? Why is Stream Elements doing that? Doing that little asterisk. Link gets the Triforce. I've heard of the Triforce. Don't know its law. I do not know its law. Apollo's roving musician father got caught up in this incident and lost his life. He was struck in the head by the culprit. The victim's passport and any pictures of him were burned up in the fire. Without knowing his real name, no divination seance could be performed. But now we can perform it because we do now know his real name, which is Jove Justice. What about this? He then visits Zelda, who blesses his sword and makes it the true Master Sword. Okay. Apollo's roving musician father got caught up in this incident and lost his life. What? This is about your father, Apollo. Looks like it. But I was never told much more than what's written here. Really? How come? Dirk always stayed around the subject. Maybe he thought I was still too young. He beats the prison again before fighting Girahim for a third time and then demise. Crazy. Absolutely crazy, and I have no more juice left in this bowl. But it sounds like a dead, like, crazy game, honestly. I mean, I'm not surprised. It's Zelda. It's a Zelda game. But still. I should really try and get into, like, the other Zelda games if there's, like, Steam versions or anything, or versions that can be played on PC or Switch. It also uses motion controls. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. But it has an option for button-only controls. Okay. Plus, I never thought of Dirk as my dad, so I never really brought it up. Oh, I see. Button-only is an option on Switch only. Yeah, that's fair enough, honestly. That's fair enough. Because, you know, not everyone... Because some people might have, you know, the Switch Lite, which is, you know, you can't really detach the controllers to use motion controls. We can only use motion controls. That is also understandable because you only usually get one controller with the Wii that has like a limited amount of buttons. So yeah, fair enough. Still, I feel kind of sorry for your real dad, my real dad. I was never really interested in learning about him, but after seeing his picture, I can't help but feel a little curious. I wonder if that could tell me anything about him, the Wiimote and the nunchuck. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna take a sip of this hot drink really quickly. But I don't think I had a lot of what am I saying? I had a Wii. My grandparents had a Wii, but I never had anything other than the Wiimote. A nunchuck is for shield, a Wiimote is for sword. Okay then. Okay, that's honestly fair enough. A part of this file looks like it might be useful, but there are so many pages I can't tell what's important. We need someone to help organize all of this, and I think I know just the person to ask. Maybe even that's or Dirk. What do we need to examine? I guess the law book. Oh, and Link also gets a spirit in his sword. Oh shit. Okay. Jesus. Who would that be then? Who would that spirit be then? This is Dirk's old law book. Look, there's a mark on the cover. It looks like it was branded on the hot iron. Yeah, I think it was done in protest against the Defense Culpability Act. And we have this picture of whoever this is, who I think is a Mara, I believe, with Dirk's law book in the back. Fee, who the goddess appoints to guide Link on his journey. Ah, okay. That makes sense. There's an entry on the DC Act right here, see? In the name of her eminence, those who would support criminals will be deemed just as guilty. Oh, so this is the infamous anti-lawyer law you guys are always talking about. Okay, what else do we need? Who's the kid? That would be Apollo and Sadmati. Apollo and Nayuta, who is Link's companion in Breath of the Wild / Tears of the Kingdom. Well, we don't really get companions. We get well, in Breath of the Wild we get like the champion's powers. It's been so long since I played Breath of the Wild. I know in Tears of the Kingdom we get like kind of like holograms or something similar to holograms of Raiju, who is the like ruler of the Gerudo. Ocarina / Majora's Link gets Navi and Tati. Well, we get holograms of like 4 like members of like each nation. So we've got Raiju, who's the ruler of the Gerudo, we get her lightning powers, and we get a hologram of Sidon, who is the like prince slash king of the Zora, and we get his like water ability. We then have what's his name? We have this guy from the Goron who I can never remember his name. We get his like ability. He like basically turns into like a ball and is able to shoot through rocks. TP gets Midna, SS gets V. Yeah. And then we've got, can't remember his name. We get the child from the, I can't remember the name. It's the bird people from the Farron region. What's his name? What are their names? I can't remember. But we get his like gust ability. I can't remember his name. Rito is, yes, from the Rito. We get his, I can't remember his name. But we get his like gust ability. And yeah, those are like companions, I guess. We don't really get companions like really early game though. We don't get like proper companions early game. We just get like we'll get the like holograms in the like in Tears of the Kingdom, and we don't really have companions in Breath of the Wild. We have the old man at like the start who helps us get started, kind of, and learn like the basics, you know, shrine quests and the towers, and he gives us and it turns out he's like the king, he's Zelda's dad, and he gives us the hang glider, but he's not really there for the majority of the game, so no target lock information. I have no idea what that means. I mean, yeah, we don't really get any true companions that I can think of. No, we don't. We're just Link. I know there's other and there are companions in other games, but I can't think of at the moment who are the companions in Breath of the Wild. And you can lock on to the target and press a button. Oh yeah, you can lock onto targets. You and it gives you information. You can you can't do that. It won't give you information, but a lot of items will have descriptions in the inventory when you like pick them up. So not necessarily like a lock-on thing, but like either you can pick them up, or like you can either pick them up and they'll tell you their description in the inventory, or NPCs will give you like useful advice on stuff like that if you talk to the right people and stuff, so yeah, not necessarily no target lock information in that sense. Looks like I'm changing my mind and I'm pre-ordering Echoes of Wisdom. Fair enough, honestly. But I mean it does give you information about like the items and stuff. And I think we have this thing that just after you take a photo or something of like an item or like a weapon or like a enemy or something, then I think it'll tell you in what it's called. I never used this feature, so I don't remember what it's called, but when you take a photo of like a weapon or like a shield or a bow or an enemy, then it will tell you I think it tells you the description of them, but it also tells you the description of weapons, bows, shields, and like other items like food and stuff in the inventory. Wait a second, that's you, Apollo. I recognize those horns anywhere. Is that really the only way anybody recognizes me? You are so cute. And who's that fine looking man? That's Nayuta. Back when he used to smile. Oh, I could get Link's Awakening. Ooh. I have no idea, let's be honest. I have no idea which one you should get. I've never played any other Zelda game, so yeah. Wow, his smile is absolutely angelic. Sure brings back memories. That was taken the day we all went out fishing. What was Prosecutor Said Marty like when he was younger? He was kind of quiet but passionate when it came to his convictions. When he finally made prosecutor, he was all fired up to change Quran for the better. But now he's nothing more than Goran's lackey. Seems like Dax has a lot to say about Nayuta. I'll ask him about his thoughts later. Okay, let's talk to Dax then. So Dax, you guys are still using this office, I see? Yeah, except now it's the official headquarters of the Defiant Dragons. As Dirk said, and I quote, "We must keep it for the day when Quran needs lawyers once more. Restoring the legal system to its rightful form through popular uprising." You can tell how much Dirk believes in his cause. Oh, and AJ, Dirk said something else that might interest you. He said he hopes you'll come back and take over this office someday. Take over? Me? I hope we can someday get a Switch port of Twilight Princess. I hope we get a Switch port of like every Zelda game at this point, because I kind of wanna. I do wanna maybe play them all, but also, will I get to play them all? Probably not. I do want to play like maybe another Zelda game at some point, but also right at the moment, I know at that point I will start another Zelda game and I'll just not finish off Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild. So I might as well try and finish off Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild and get all the quests done and stuff. Those were his words. He may have been half joking though. If you've got Switch Online, download one of the consoles. Oh, okay, I don't have it, but I can join my dad's thing anyways. Dirk, guess what I've heard from PW? AJ's become a lawyer. Yeah, I've been meaning to tell you. Must have been because of you, Dirk. I'm not so sure about that. I imagine he's already forgotten about me. What are you talking about? I bet he can't wait to follow in your footsteps. Nothing would make me happier. Maybe one day he'll return to Quran and take over this office. It's just a pipe dream though. Dirk really said that. Dirk was never a hands-on kind of dad. But not a day went by when he wasn't thinking of you. That much I'm sure of. Doesn't get more paternal than that. Dirk, and to think I really did spend my days trying to forget you. I'm looking forward to a nice long talk once you're free. Nayuta. Wasn't Nayuta once part of the Defiant Dragons? Yep, Yuti was a rising star in the Resistance. He vowed to fight for the cause through the legal system. I got 7-day free trial and you can play The Legend of Zelda and Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. Ooh, I could do. But also, you know, I need to try my dad's plan because I know he has Switch Online on his Switch. I just don't have it. And oh my god, my webcam dies. That's an awful time to freeze. But yeah, I need to join my dad's plan. I've been meaning to join it for a while. I just haven't got it sorted out. Said he'd become a prosecutor and give Inga and Goran the smackdown they deserve. But now he's, a puppet of the Goran regime. Not only that, but now he's gonna prosecute his own dad. It doesn't add up. I wonder what happened to him. Me too, but if I had to guess, I'd say Goran had some serious leverage over him. Leverage? Like what? Wish I knew, but it seems like Dirk knows. I tried to press him about it, but he wouldn't say. Come to think of it, Dirk did say Nayuta is suffering. Yeah, he knows the rightful state of Quran's legal system, but something forces him to bend to Quran's will and it's tearing him apart. If that's the case, I bet Nayuta doesn't really want to go through with Dirk's prosecution. Not examined. I've already searched here, but let's take another look around. Present. And let's ask stats about the files. Does he have expansion pass? And if it does, you can get a GBA which has a link to a past and 4 swords. and N64 which has Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. I don't know if he has expansion pass. I'll have to ask him. But yeah, I might have to ask him. Though also I do have an emulator. I do have an emulator that I got a while ago that has some Zelda games on it. So yeah, I might play them on there. I don't remember what Zelda games I have though, so yeah, I haven't even used my thing in a while. I haven't used it in a while. I'm not gonna lie, I'm mainly using it for Tetris. You know what? I'll have to look into it when I finish Tears of the Kingdom. And why is my webcam being so silly now? There we go. That's about the style. Can you help me figure out which pages are the most relevant? Yep, sure can. I got the whole thing memorized. So this page is definitely worth a look. As the son of the terrorist, Nayuta was expelled from the royal family. The idea that the sins of the father are visited upon his children is deeply rooted in the minds of the Chinese people. Wait. She has the same hair color as Nayuta. And let's look up. And the same eye color as well. Is she Nayuta's mum? Oh, that's right. Prosecutor said Maddie was part of the royal family, wasn't he? Yeah, but he was expelled after that whole thing with Dirk happened. He must have gone through hell once he entered the legal world, though, because of the sins of the father are visited upon his children thing. Yeah, in the eyes of the people, Dirk is not only a traitor to his kingdom, he's also the terrorist who assassinated the previous queen. So, as his son Yuti no doubt got the cold shoulder at every turn, that must have been really hard of him. Yeah, the ties between father and son aren't something you could break even if you tried. No matter where he went, he was probably labeled the son of a criminal. But despite it all, he made a name for himself through blood, sweat and tears. I mean, just look at him now, he's a star prosecutor working cases around the globe. He's become a hero, the pride and joy of Korine. Now that's the Nayuta I know, super smart and never willing to give in. He must have studied and thought like his father depended on it to get where he is today. Okay. That's been updated in the court record. And I want to ask him about Jove. Guys, I wanted to ask you about this picture. That's a picture of your pops that Dirk found. And he had a heck of a time tracking it down. He said he searched all over for it. Why would he go through all that trouble? Dad, please tell us everything you know about Apollo's dad. Do you know what my biological father was like? Dirk once told me about him. He was a modern minstrel, walking the world and making music in his travels. This file also has some information on your real dad. It says he died in a blaze at Queen Amara's residence 23 years ago. That's right, Dirk had invited him over. Dirk's the kind of guy who can become fast friends with just about anyone. And it seems your pops was like that too. AJ then hit it off at a bar. And the next thing you know, Dirk's asked him over to play some tunes. And then the place went up in flames. Yeah, Dirk had just stepped out for a sec when the fire broke out. Apollo, you were there too, but you were still just a baby. I remember hearing about that when I was little. Yeah, it was a crying shame. Your pops just happened to take you along that day. So you were there with him when the fire broke out. But Dirk risked his life to save you. And it's like Dirk's done nothing but saved me all my life. All your pops' stuff got burned up. And in 5 minutes, by the way. Including anything that could have helped us identify him. His name was Jove Justice. All we knew about him at first was a stage name, Jangly Justice or something like that. Dirk did everything he could to dig up what little we now know. You end in 5 minutes? No, there's an adding 5. What about my mother? Do you know anything about her? All I know is she was traveling with your pops. But that day, she was off doing something out of her own. Yeah, I'm gonna finish off this investigation and that's where we'll end it. So then she probably didn't even know my father had moved Dirk her. But she must have been desperate to find you and your father when she'd gone missing. No doubt, but the Queen's assassination threw the kingdom into chaos. The police were so overwhelmed they were probably hardly of any help to her. We searched and searched till our legs gave out, but we never found her. And with your father's stuff all burned up, we had 0 leads, never in a photo. At least what happened 2 hours ago hasn't happened again. Yeah, I'm fucking glad what happened. I'm fucking glad it hasn't crashed again. Oh my god. So that's how I became an orphan. Yeah. And what Apollo doesn't know is what we learned in the original Apollo Justice is when, you know, his mother was accidentally shot by his half-sister's dad when she was traveling with either with Zach or Valen. They shot Psssttt during a performance with like some like joke pistols. Basically they weren't real like guns, they were just like kind of like jokey fun ones, I guess, like toy pistols. And a freak accident happened and she got amnesia, so turns out she doesn't remember either of her kids. She didn't remember. She now knows he now knows that his she now knows that her kids are Apollo and Trucy, and I don't understand why she hasn't contacted them. His mom is that single lady, right? Yeah, Psssttt. Yeah, Psssttt. Yeah, I don't understand why she hasn't contacted them. Because you know, Apollo is like in his mid-20s and Trucy is like what, 17? So, like 17. So yeah, they should know about Psssttt. So that's how I became an orphan. Yeah, who knows? Maybe your mum read about the details of the fire in the newspaper. Or maybe she figured you died along with your pops. Well, I had no idea you'd been through all that, Apollo. So that you believe me. You believe in my son's innocence? Belly, your poor son, in prison for a crime he didn't commit. Let's petition the government for his release and a declaration of innocence. I completely forgot Belly was against the government. Oh, thank you. I'm forever in your debt. Who's that? Hey, that's Mrs. Inby. How does it work, I see? Yeah, I have my own battle that I must wage. After all, there are many who suffer under the Defense Culpability Act. Mrs. Inby, please don't forget about our case too. I won't, and I will look into it as soon as I am able. What's Mrs. Inby doing here? She's lending an ear to all those suffering under the regime's wrongful accusations. A lady whose husband's been imprisoned, parents whose son's been falsely charged. I'm going to build a big house. Ooh, in Minecraft. Ooh, sounds fun. She's helping all those types of people. So she's trying to help the revolution along, in her own special way. Bedrock Edition because I think it's better than Java. You know what? Bedrock Edition is decent. I've got it on my Switch and it's alright. I prefer Java personally, but that's only because I know how to mod Java. But yeah, and it's just the version I grew up with. But yeah, Bedrock seems like a chill version, pretty good version. Yep, and thanks to her, more and more folks are coming over to our side. All the people who've been unhappy with the regime have been waiting for just this chance, and they're starting to speak out in support of us. The people are responding, and a grassroots movement is growing. The extreme of revolution may finally come true. Never mind, my friend made looking for a group post, so I'm joining his Skygen. I'll be back later. Okay, see you later then. See you around, Nature Guy. And the ad has started. I need to stretch. Need to stretch. But this shouldn't take us too long to finish this part off. So yeah. What should I wait for another 30 seconds until the I'd have ended. I never know what to ramble about. And I don't have any, I can't just take a drink now because I don't have any left. But yeah. Depending when I finish streaming, probably in like half an hour. I'll probably see what we have in for tea. I want to have an early tea for our place. So like probably some Minecraft or something. I'll go and look or something. And welcome back from the ad, everyone. What should we do about the founders art? We'll probably run into the royal guards again the moment we leave this place. Well, we can't stay here forever, so we'll have to think of something. I've got it. Why don't you hold on to it, Daz? It should be safe here, right? You can count on me. I'll get it back to you in time for tomorrow's trial at the Hall of Justice. Okay, so we gave it to Daz. What now, Apollo? Well, we've got a handle on what happened 23 years ago. Maybe we should pay Dirk a visit. There's something I want to show him. I'll join you. I want to talk to him before tomorrow's trial. Maybe I should wait here then. We'll attract undue attention if we go in too large of a group. Okay. Detention center then. Hey there, son. You came to see your old man again? Hi, Dirk. Guess I didn't question you. Yeah, you'd think that Yuta might have caught the old man, his old man a little slack, but no. He really laid it into me. Seems they're really keen on recovering the founders of. When I wouldn't tell him where it was, he confiscated what few possessions I had left. Wait, Dirk's not wearing his attorney's badge. They even took that from him? He confiscated all my prized jailbreaking tools. What did you expect? I mean, no prosecutor in their right mind would let a prisoner keep stuff like that. Did he take your attorney's badge too? No, I thought it strange, but just when it looks like he was going to take it from me, he changed his mind. Really? Indeed. I find it hard to understand. I find it words. What kind of words? I find it hard to understand anything he does these days. Your Kurani's attorney's badge. You've worn it all these years, even though all the lawyers are gone. Yeah, because the dragon's eye is the embodiment of my creed. To show the world that a dragon never yields, huh? Hey Dirk, why do you still wear your badge? You're not a lawyer anymore, right? This badge is in my heart and soul, son. I'll never stop trying to realize my dream. Not until my very last breath. A dragon never yields, right? Exactly. Nayuta, Apollo, I vow to restore Korrine's legal system to its rightful state one day. I want to pass on to you a world where you can live free from the fear of tyranny. He was always saying stuff like that to the two of us. Nayuta, it's the reason why you didn't take Dirk's badge, because you still remember those talks too. I really hope that's what it is. Son, would you keep my badge for me? Are you sure? I can't take something so important to you. That's exactly why I want you to hold on to it, Apollo. I'm placing my fate in your hands. Alright, I'll make sure it stays safe. And that has been added to our court record. Okay, so maybe... Not examine. Present. I want to show him, ask him about this. I found this in the tomb. Looks familiar. Ah, that's Dirk. Where did you find it? Down between the monk statues in the tomb. Is it yours, Dirk? Oh, it's something I bought. Why is he suddenly acting all awkward? I wonder when I lost it. Let's have it. It's very important to me. Of course. I'll just make a note about it for future reference. Okay. Record of it remains in the court record. Apollo, remember how Inga said he had someone there to do it? Why don't you ask him about that? Alright, I'll give it a try. So, let's talk to Dirk. Someone dead to him. What did the minister mean when he said he had someone dear to you in the palm of his hand. Who was he talking about? Nayuta seemed to know, but he wouldn't tell me anything. Well, I have no idea, so... Well, you obediently followed his every word after he said that. So it seems to me the minister was in close proximity to someone you really care about. Oh, someone you really care about that isn't Nayuta? Wait, don't tell me. Is that new lady in your life, Dirk? What? No, don't be ridiculous, son. What is it, Dirk? Dirk? The love of my life was Amara, but she's gone now, and there will never be another. Ooh, we can perceive. Perception. And Nayuta isn't here to stop it. My bracelet. Wait, does this mean? Dirk, have you really not met somebody new? Perceive. What? What is that? Dirk, you can't fool me. You tensed up when you said, but she's gone now. And you unconsciously moved your arm, causing something to press up against your jacket. How did you do that? Oh, so that's it. You're hiding a woman's photo up your sleeve. You don't have to keep secrets like that from me, Dirk. You're an eligible bachelor now, but you'll introduce her to me at some point, right? I keep telling you, there's no other woman. Fine, then let's see it. What are you hiding up your sleeve? It's just this. Satisfied? Huh? But that's the pendant we found in Amara's tomb. See, I wasn't trying to hide anything. Then why did he tense up? Dirk, let me take a look at that. Hey, what's this button for? Whoa. It's a picture of Dirk and some lady, and she's really young looking too. Are you into younger women, Dirk? Dirk, you dog. But you got yourself a younger lover. Will you stop with this nonsense? This is Amara before she died. If you look closer, you'll see that I was younger too. You're right. Oh, that's no fun. Wait a second. Haven't we seen this woman before? Yeah. Now that you mention it, isn't this woman the same as the one in the pendant's photograph? This one here.
Take that!
The woman in the pendant is also the one in this photo. Apollo, where did you get this? From the safe in Inga's room. Apollo. If this is Queen Amara, it had to have been taken at least 23 years ago. But that's just not possible. Yeah, I just noticed the same thing. Here's why the photo couldn't be 23 years old. I guess in this law book?
Take that!
Take a look at the law book. It has the mark of the Defiant Dragons branded on it. But that mark didn't exist until after you started your revolutionary activities, Dirk. So this photo must have been taken after Goran came into power. And that didn't happen until after Amara was assassinated. So then, how could Amara even be in this photo? Wait a second. That would mean that Amara is still alive. Looks like you found me out, son. Wait, so it's actually true. Amara is still alive. The Defense Culpability Act and didn't need to come into power then. Dirk, what do you mean Amara is still alive? I thought she'd been assassinated. So did I, but it seems she made it out alive only to be held captive by the Goran regime. Why would they do that? When I fled from the law and went underground 23 years ago, I heard some shocking news from a Defiant Dragon spy. There were rumors of Queen Amara being sighted in the palace. And those rumors turned out to be true. Yeah, I snuck into the palace to see for myself. She was confined within the grounds, but otherwise she was fit as a fiddle. So then, the sarcophagus in the tomb is empty? Yeah, that entire tomb is one big charade. Goran had it built to stage Amara's death. So we're not going to be cursed by her vengeful spirit? That's a relief. She's being held under virtual house arrest. So I freed her and we made a run for it. This photo was taken back then. Look at how they're both running from ear to ear. There's a fingerprint on the metal part. I guess Dirk must have left it by accident. Oh, Mr. Sanmari, I want to hear all about how you ran away with Queen Amara. Okay, that's been updated in the court record. I'm surprised Amara agreed to run away with you. I mean, Goran must have told her that you tried to kill her. I tried to convince her that I wasn't the one who set the blaze. And she believed you. She said, and I quote, "I shall accompany you so I may ascertain the truth myself." She always was a tough one to read. I bet she was thrilled you came to her rescue, Mr. Sanmari. To be set free by your beloved. It's like something out of a fairy tale. Yeah, well, there was no happily ever after once Goran's people caught up with us. They took Amara away to who knows where. I snuck back into the palace and searched high and low for her, but to no avail. They probably moved her to some remote mountain prison or the like. Dirk doesn't need you to know about this? He knows she's his true mother. I told him as much. Wait, is that why Nayuta is following Goran's orders? To get to his mum? Most likely. So do you think that deep down he doesn't really want to prosecute you? Well, he's not the one to show his feelings. And lately I've had no idea what he's thinking. Apollo, we need to grill the queen about Amara when we have the chance. I was wondering about something. The little baby the lady told it. Is that Prosecutor Sanmari? Not necessarily. It could just as well be me. After all, we're only a year apart. I don't know. I mean, the kid in the picture is too cute to view. Rude. Rude. Let's start this by asking Dirk himself. I want to examine. I keep accidentally pressing examine instead of present. Dirk, about the cute little kid in this photo? Is that me? Huh? What are you talking about? See? I told you it was Prosecutor Sanmari. I see. Well, either way, it's not you, son. So then, if it is Nayuta, it was taken when he was about a year old, right? And that would mean you ran away with Amara around 22 or 23 years ago. You're pretty good with numbers, son. Impressive. Huh? What kind of answer is that? Do you not know how old your son is, Dirk? Before you go, son, there is something else I need to tell you. Something important. What is it, Dirk? I've never seen you act so serious before. What is it? So what's this something important you have to tell me? Listen, son. Even if you manage to prove me innocent tomorrow... What? I don't have long to live. Huh? What are you talking about? What I mean is, I can already hear the Twilight Realm calling my name. There's no escaping death now that it has its sights set on me. What? Is this another one of your jokes? I wish it was. You can't fool me, Dirk. That's strange. Why isn't my bracelet reacted? Are you sick? It's something like that. So you're not joking? I'm afraid not, son. Sorry. Isn't there a cure? Or at least some sort of treatment? Unfortunately not. Not for what I've got. If you need some kind of surgery, I'll work hard until I can pay for it. So please. It's too late, there's nothing more to be done now. But you always said a dragon never yields, so why are you giving up now? Apollo, I'm sorry. I really am. I don't understand. Why is this happening, Dirk? Why? I'm gonna need to stretch. Listen, Apollo. I've got a favor to ask of you. Would you keep quiet at this? I don't want fellow dragons to find out. They'd lose all hope if they knew I was dying. Would you do that for me? Of course. Why is this happening now? Just when I was finally starting to feel like you really are mine. Now I feel bad. Why are you gonna do this to me, Psssttt? I thought at this time we'd finally, but now. Damn it. Why? Apollo. Listen, son. I don't have much longer to live. But I'll never let them execute me. Not before I finish what I need to do. I know, Dirk. There's no way I'm going to let them prove you guilty. Before he goes, I'm going to turn back time by righting the wrongs that have been done. I'm going to restore Dirk's freedom. And return a real smile to Nayuta's face. I'm going to win this case. I just have to. Son, I have one more big secret. What? There's something else you've been hiding from me. I'm afraid I can't tell you what it is. I'd be betraying a certain someone if I did. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? Forgive me. You just have to find out for yourself. That's the only way. I don't understand, Dirk. Apollo, in court tomorrow, you may find yourself faced with a truth that is difficult to accept. But I know you, and I know you can handle the truth, no matter what it turns out to be. And I know that because I believe in you. You're my son after all. Dirk? What is he talking about? Jeez. Wait, he's not going to reveal that he actually is the killer, is he? It looks like we've run out of things to discuss. Apollo, are you okay? I'm fine. Free him now! Release Dirk! What's going on out there? Sounds like the party is getting started, Valmy. Huh? It's coming from the temple. Let's go, Apollo, and take a look. Okay, let's go to temple then. Wow, what is all? Whoa, what is all this? Jesus! What is that doing?
Let go, will ya?
And Nayuta's just stood there.
What are they? Huh? Well, look at that.
And there's Belly.
People are coming to take their courts back. Don't hold back, men! Arrest them all!
Down. Dirk belongs to the people. Give him back. Yeah, why are you holding him? Quiet down, you. They have my big sister too, but she didn't do anything wrong. Stop pulling my hair. Release my son. Release him now. Stop that. No biting. This is really something. And it looks like that's Mrs. Inmi are leading the charge. You unenlightened fools. Do you honestly think this will change anything? Yuta, why do you keep serving that witch Garan? Hey, Nayuta! You again? What's going on here? It would appear that the insurgents are fanning the flames of rebellion. But I never thought it would grow so large. However, they will all be under arrest shortly. Reinforcements are almost here. They'll be arrested for protesting. They are aiding and abetting a criminal by seeking his release. Her Eminence Queen Garan has ordered they be arrested and judged en masse. But weren't you once a member of the Defiant Dragons too? How can you go along with this? I'm simply following the orders that Her Eminence has handed down. No, it can't be as simple as that. Listen, Nayuta, there's something I want to talk to you about. Hey, you're not getting away this time. We need to talk. I see there's no reasoning with you. Very well then, speak. Nayuta, do you really have to serve as prosecutor on Dirk's case? I mean, prosecuting your own flesh and blood is just not right. I get with this drivel. Your ethical standards are not the be-all and end-all of the world around you. I'm not getting into another debate with him. Naruto, did you know that Dirk is sick? What? He apparently doesn't have that much longer to live. If I'm guilty, he probably wouldn't even make it until his execution day. What are you talking about? Knowing this, are you still prepared to send an already dying man to his grave? Well, Enough with the Zen monk act, Naruto. Tell me how you really feel. Mr. Justice, each person is born with a role to fulfill, and I must fulfill mine. Well, I'm not convinced that taking Dirk to trial is a part of your lot in life. As for why you've been at Goran's every beck and call, I think I might have the answer. Amara. Naruto, you know the truth about your mother, don't you? About how the former queen is still alive and being held somewhere. So Dirk told you, did he? Yeah, it's true. My mother was spirited away to some remote corner of this kingdom to keep her safe from harm. Safe from harm? But Dirk said that the Goran regime is holding her captive. No, they are keeping her safe. He's been brainwashed. So you don't know where Amara is being held? I only know that it is some secluded hideaway where visitors are not allowed. Not even her own son. I've heard she lives a simple life, akin to that of monastic disciples. Sure, sounds like she's been held captive to me. Listen, Naruto, are you really doing the queen's bidding? Because she's holding Amara captive? And this whole thing with Dirk, you know he didn't really kill Inga, don't you? Dirk doesn't have that much longer to live, so I want to help him however I can. This time it's our turn. You could have been killed, but you risked your life to save us. Why? What a silly question. What father wouldn't risk his life to save his own children? Naruto, Apollo, don't you ever hesitate to call when you need me. Understand? It's our turn to help Dirk however we can. What you speak of is futile. What? Let it go and move on. No! No! We're not going to move on. The guilty verdict, the hopelessness. You must resign yourself to it all. Clinging to false hope now will only serve to magnify your future despair. So let it go and move on. Naruto, are you really going to roll over on this? I've no more time for idle chatter. I must prepare for tomorrow's trial. Now if you'll excuse me. Apollo, I sense the whirlpool of emotions coming from within the prosecutor's body just now. Anger, shock, bewilderment, and an icy sorrow as deep and dark as an abyss. Yeah, I picked up on that too. Looks like Dirk really won't be the only one who will need my help tomorrow. I think it's about time to pay Queen Goran another visit and ask her about her sister Amara. Wait, that makes so much sense. I don't know why, but my brain thought Amara was Goran's mum and not her sister. Why did I think that? Okay, time to go to the audience chamber and speak with Goran. Goran knows all of this. The royal guard isn't around. That is utter hooey. You cannot continue to deceive the people like that. Rafer, justice is much more than simply speaking the truth. Is that Princess Rafer and Queen Goran over there? You deceived me too, Mother. How can I ever believe a word you say again? You nincompoop. Ah, your benevolence. I couldn't help but overhear. You, impudent. Ow. Are you okay, Mr. Wright? I can't believe she actually punched you. Yeah, I'm used to it by now. What's the matter with the princess? It sounded like she was arguing with her mother. Maybe it had something to do with this picture. Rafer said she had to ask her mother about some secret or another as soon as she saw her. So then, does that mean that Princess Rafa knows what really happened? That Amara wasn't assassinated and is still very much alive? It would seem so, and she doesn't seem to be taking Goran's lies very well. And that's no surprise, considering how much Rafa reveres her mother. That would definitely cause her a great deal of anguish and sadness. Eavesdropping, are we? How very rude. I want to punch Goran in her fucking face. You there? Are you not Dirk's son? Nice to meet you, Your Eminence. We're actually here to speak with you, if you could spare a moment. Your Eminence, Dirk told me about Amara. About how she's still alive, that is. We know not of what you speak. After Dirk learned Amara was still alive, he rescued her and they ran off together. But she was captured and remains captive in a secret location to this day. As for Nayuta doing your bidding, it's only because Amara's life is in your hand. What an active imagination you have. A lawyer and a comedian. How droll. Whoa, where'd they come from? Anyway, if she's going to play dumb, I'll just have to jog her memory with some evidence. What about this picture of Amara? Your Eminence, I ask that you take a look at this photo. Why that's? It's a photo of Amara, and here you can see a law book bearing the mark of the Defiant Dragons. I believe you know what that means. Very well. Royal Guard, stand down. Yes, Your Eminence. Your wish is our command. It seems there's no need to perpetuate this charade any longer. We shall speak of all we know. So then, you admit that Amara is still alive? Yes. She's under our protection in a safe location. I think you mean being held prisoner. And where is she being kept? Now, why would we tell the son of a traitor that? Guess she has a point there. Now, heed our warning, Corn Devil. It would not be wise to inform the people that Amara yet lives. It would only serve to plunge public order into chaos. I have no intention of doing that. Besides, there are real terrorists out there who might try to kill her. Good. Now, there was something we have been meaning to ask you. Do you know what has become of the Founder's Orb? The Founder's Orb went missing after Dirk took it from the team. As his son, we thought you might know something of its current whereabouts. We do know of its current whereabouts. That's has it. But we're not going to tell her, are we not? I knew it. I suppose I should thank you for that free running tour of Orion. That was the Royal Guard's own doing. Nice try, lady. But now you're definitely not getting the orb ever. Why do you want the orb so badly anyway? Because it would be most dangerous in the wrong hands. It must be recovered. Is the legend true? Can the orb really impart spiritual power? Are you worried that someone could overthrow you with it? The Holy Mother's power is without equal. Should Her Holiness once again return to our world, she could conceivably bestow great power upon the one who unlocks the orb's secret. I guess it makes sense considering spirit channeling is a fact of life here. So, we ask you, Horn Devil, did you receive the Founder's Orb from Dirk? Does it look like I did? So you like to play games, do you? Royal Guard. Yes, Your Eminence. Search this devil and his belongings. What? At once, Your Eminence. Don't leave. You're only making this harder on yourself. Yikes. Hey, cut it out. What the? Obviously, Apollo doesn't have it. That's this. Apollo, don't strip here. Stop resisting. So just submit to our strip search already. No, wait. Hey, cut it out. Rest in pieces, my poor, tattered dignity. There's no sign of the Founders or Your Eminence. So, you have hidden it somewhere. No matter, we shall recover it one way or another. once you are found guilty of abetting the accused. Dirk was right. She really is bent on getting the orb. Mother. Looks like the princess is back. I took a stroll to try to calm myself, but I still find the situation unacceptable. The people must be informed about Queen Amara, so she does know about that. Rafer, you do not yet possess a clear grasp of how a government and its people interact. There will always be secrets that must be kept from the ignorant masses. You have little faith in our people, Mother, but it is the royal priestess's duty to always speak the truth, and as such I cannot remain silent. I will not. The truth, you say? Your mind has been poisoned by the barbed one. It was an honor and a pleasure, Your Eminence. That was just a big fuck you to Goran. We must speak with our child. It is a mother's duty to discipline her child, after all. Now, if you would excuse us. Discipline? Coming from her, I don't like the sound of that at all. Well, Apollo, let's head back to the safe house for now. Good idea. We need to go over what we found and collect our thoughts. Move. And then back to here. Former Sadmari offices. Ah, you're back. Thank you for holding down the fort, Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth. Sorry it took so long. Hope you weren't too bored. I watched the Plum Punisher, Warrior of the Old Twilight Realm, while you were gone. Not surprising. And my verdict is an outrage, especially its theme song. Even worse, the people here believe it's an original Koreanese show. Can you believe it? I've already spoken about it at length with Mr. Arabelle, and I'm not sure what he's probably on about, but at least it seems he wasn't bored. Moving along to things that actually matter. We've gathered about all the information and evidence we can concerning this case. I think it's time we go over everything we've learned so far. The Orb trial, Maya's abduction even, and the murder of the mastermind behind it all, Justice Minister Inga. It's a lot to consider. Think you have all the facts straight in your head? Yep, I've got it covered, Mr. Wright. It's the truth about what really went down that's going to be the problem. Yeah, it's like the more we learn about this case, the less we understand. I agree. There's a deep darkness enveloping this case. I'm almost afraid of what we will find once we lift that black veil. Suffice to say, the real killer is certainly waiting underneath. The real killer, huh? Now that's the million-dollar question. Who killed Inga and why? Think, Apollo. Why? Who would you say had a motive to commit this crime? I, for one, I'm drawing a complete blank. I want to know how the killer slipped into the tomb, killed Inga, and slipped back out without ever being seen. That's a bona fide locked room mystery right there. Well, we've collected plenty of evidence and statements. I just hope the rest comes out in court. It'll be a thinner tightrope than usual, that's for sure. This case is one big fly in the ointment. In order to prove Dirk completely innocent, we'll also have to exonerate him of the crime committed 23 years ago. Amara's supposed assassination. Right, we know Amara's still alive, but Dirk could still be charged with plotting to kill her. He couldn't discover the truth even after over 2 decades of investigating. So our biggest hurdle is going to be the complete lack of evidence. The Fire made sure of that. Mr. Wright, have you ever won a case without any evidence? No, that's one thing I've never done before. A trial unprecedented even in the decorated annals of the Write Anything Agency. Still, I can't help but wonder, was there really no evidence left behind? Oh, and we can't forget about the Defense Culpability Act. Those who would support criminals will be deemed just as guilty. In short, if Dirk is found guilty and is sentenced to death, we'll likely join him in a very public execution. Yeah. Beat the charges or die. What kind of crazy upside-down legal system is this anyway? Don't worry, I can't ask someone as young as you to risk your life, you know. So tomorrow, it'll just be me and Apollo on the courtroom floor. But you can support us by watching from the gallery. What? No! I want to help and part of the agency too, after all. Sorry, but this is a direct order from your boss. Plus, there's Prosecutor Blackwell to think of. He said he'd use me for sword practice if I put you in harm's way. Simon. Well, at least promise me this, Izu. Promise me you'll make it back alive. Make it back alive, huh? What's with that face, Apollo? You never inspire confidence in your client like that. And it'll play right into the prosecution's hands. Remember, the worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. You're right. Even when it seems hopeless or when there's not a shred of evidence to be found, we can never let it show on our faces, right? But will I actually be able to do that tomorrow? We have to, right? We have to. When push comes to shove, will I be able to force my biggest smile? We have to. We have to. And that's the end of this stream here. We have the trial to do on Wednesday. And that is pretty much it. That's pretty much it. I mean, I'm gonna try and maybe do the entire trial on Wednesday. If I can't, I'll finish it off on Friday. But yeah, this is gonna be a crazy case. It's the final. It's like the 5th case. It's like the final case in this kind of storyline. Then we've got the DLC case to do next week. And then the week after is when Edgeworth Investigations releases. So yeah, I'm gonna go raid out to someone. I'm gonna find someone to raid. I'm gonna go find someone to raid. And it looks like Raph is live. Some Bloodborne. So let's go raid out to him. Raph. Let's raid Raph. And I hope you've enjoyed this stream. All my socials are in my About Me section and in the commands on Twitch. The commands are only active during stream because that's when I have Mixup open, and my commands only work when I have Mixup open. But my socials are also available if you are watching on YouTube in the description down below. Hope you've enjoyed this stream, and I shall see you guys on Wednesday. So yeah, bye guys, bye.